months, and I don't even remember what we're doing. You guys are in a dungeon, I believe, fighting big spiders. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
He's
Yep, that
on
sounds right.
fire.
Uh,
Sounds like a lot more straightforward.
roll for initiative, and Aristos cast Mage Armor, I guess. Oh wait.
I have
Oof.
3 swords now.
Whoa.
That's right.
There's actually a character in this campaign that had 3 swords, but it was all in the rogue stuff, and you guys never got to see it.
Damn.
Damn.
He's in the what stuff?
It was in the rogue backstory things when I was doing those weekly trainings. It was for Chris's character when he was playing. Okay.
Did he have like 3 arms?
No, it was a woman rogue, and she had a flying sword, and then she dual wielded swords.
Nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was pretty epic. She's still alive. You might see her. You've probably seen her around. Anyways, well, she might be dead now. I don't know. I'd have to check my notes. So, you guys are in the middle of Icewind Dale. You are in the middle of, I guess, sort of nowhere up north, heading towards Kuldahar, which you can sort of see in the distance. And you've had quite a night. Your friend Demarcus was consumed by a beam of holy light amidst the battle, and in doing so turned into like basically a planetar, and flew at the dragon Arathator, stabbing him all the way through, wounding him almost fatally before he got away. And then you guys met Mel and Hannah, who came sort of to your rescue, though maybe you didn't even need the help. And you guys decided to venture together to Kuldahar because Hannah drew a mark of Ilmater in the snow, which seemed promising. And on your way north, you traveled by Vosner, summoning giant eagles to carry you guys as you flew closer and closer to Kuldahar, and you stopped for the night to get some well-deserved rest in Veryl's beautiful little wizard tower. And then you heard a knock. Well, I guess a lot of things happened. First of all, Damon attuned to Aureus, and they had a conversation. And then Zymorvin showed up, and you guys interrogated him. And while you were all asleep, Zymorvin, Aureus, and Damon had a very strange exchange, which ended with Zymorvin teleporting Damon and him out into the snow, Veryl quickly to follow, and it ended with what seemed like Zymorvin losing his ability to control himself, Aureus tricking Damon into stabbing the dagger into Zymorvin, who then seemed to be under the complete control of Aureus before Aureus cast teleport, vanishing them from the area. And that is where we left off, with Damon and Veryl standing next to each other in the cold snow. Damon's lit sword, sort of a beacon for his friends who are like 400 feet away. And yeah.
Veyral will look at Damon and say, well, that was unexpected.
Yes, I'm putting it together myself. And I'm clearly just like hardly able to respond past that point.
I'm staring directly at the dagger in your hands.
Oh, it's gone.
Should I? Oh, it's gone? Okay.
Yeah, he stabbed it into Zymorvin, and Zymorvin, with the dagger inside him, bleeding out in the snow, teleported away.
Radical. Alright. Shall we head back?
I will just like slightly nod, and look to you for like I don't know where it is, so I'm just waiting for you to lead.
Do we know where it is?
You know the direction you teleported from, but yeah, I think you could divine that. You guys are both very intelligent. You could put it together eventually.
Yeah.
Does the tower stay up with Vero not in it?
I believe so. I think Tiny Hut doesn't, but the tower does.
Okay.
Because if he casts it every day for like a month, it becomes permanent, I believe.
Oh, cool.
Every day for a year, but
Oh, yeah.
long time.
I think that would necessitate being able to leave it.
Yeah. I think Taryn, I don't know if anybody else, would be like, we would see the fire of the sword, right?
Yeah.
Taryn would probably be heading that way in case people need help.
Yeah, same.
Okay. So eventually you guys sort of catch up to them in the snow. Maybe Damon and Veryl start walking back towards the tower, and the group sort of meets them halfway. And you're sort of standing in a blizzard all together, huddled in your clothes.
What happened? Are there enemies around? Taryn's kind of looking around with like his staff upraised.
At this point, I believe we're safe. And Veyra will kind of continue walking towards the tower. Slowly.
Where is Zymorvin?
Gone.
Gone where?
I'll just I had like a note now.
Are you alright?
I think perhaps we had best get out of the elements. We can talk back at the tower.
She just like nods and follows.
Yeah, Taryn takes up the rear.
Yeah. You guys sort of march back through the snow and feel like how difficult this terrain would be to cross had it not been through the help of flying creatures the previous day. And you have had a very long day, and now an interrupted sleep, very taxing. And you finally make it back to the hut, and you open the door, and it is warm and cozy, and you all feel the call of your beds.
It's about midnight by now, right? A little later.
Oh, no. We're talking like 3 a.m.
Oh my.
I look at Damon and Vario and say, "We'll talk in the morning."
Veyra nods. And makes his way
Damon nods
upstairs.
as well.
Taryn promptly passes out.
Izzy kind of watches Damon for a bit before she eventually gives in and falls asleep.
And Damon just goes back to the same spot in the tower he was like sitting when Aureus like insisted that he get up, and tries to rest there.
Yeah, the rest of the night is pretty uneventful. Unless anybody wants to do anything else, you guys all get a long rest.
Much needed. Rather than sleep and rather than meditate, Veyril finished the night prepping his spell book for the next day.
Is it comfy enough that Johoff would lose his level of exhaustion, or does he still have that?
That's a great question. We said we said that sleeping in the tiny hut was not enough, and that's the same level spell slot as this.
Also, I think I said that Joe Hoff was sleeping in front of the door so no one could pass him. Now, of course, all those fucking magic users just teleported everywhere. But that doesn't strike me as a particularly, like, comfortable place.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna say you don't restore points of exhaustion in this place, with the idea that there are higher level spells for like fancier places, and those places I think we can start allowing for that. I think it's 7th level that you get like mansion or something.
Makes
So yes, you guys wake up, but you do not regain a point of exhaustion. So it is, you wake up sort of sore and your back hurts from the day before, and you know your wounds are healing and your health is full, but you still feel the aches and pains from the previous day, some broken ribs, etc. And it is still dark out when you wake, because the days here are very short.
I
Oh,
will.
fuck.
Oh, go ahead.
Shit. Well, this was gonna pertain to Vosner, but I will say, because Vosner's not here, I was gonna have Varel have a part in it anyways. There was supposed to be a dream that Vosner had, and I'll just, well, I guess Vosner can have it, and then he will have just portrayed it all to you. So, in his sleep, Vosner is encounters, has some very frantic dreams where he sees a lot of people sort of running around in a panic, and he can't really tell where he is, but he can tell that he's standing on some old steps, like sort of like the steps that lead up to the guild, these sort of netherese construction, and oh yeah, I don't even have you guys on. Sorry, I have you on, or I'm looking at the ice of map. Map of Icewind Dale. So, in case that's what you guys want to look at too. Anyways, in Vosner's dream, he's standing on these steps that he thinks maybe he's on the guild steps, and he can't really place what time he's in. And all around him, people are sort of running around, and these people are kind of strange looking, with these dark features, like green and brown, earthy toned skins, and leaves that seem to be kind of coming off of their armor. He can't really tell if they're attached to the armor or actually coming off of the creature itself. These sort of earthy looking creatures. And they seem to be running from something. And he looks up to see what they're all sort of looking up at. And in the sky fly 5 dragons. One very large ancient white dragon, like glowing in the moonlight, coming down at like breakneck speed towards the steps. Next to it, another adult full-size dragon, and around them are 3 young dragons flying through the air, all heading towards the temple steps. And as they get close, a ancient silver dragon rises to the sky to intercept them, and a fight ensues. The ancient silver dragon is able to hold off one of the dragons, the ancient white, but is overcome and outflanked by the numerous dragons attacking on all sides, and they sort of tear into each other as the people on the ground run and pull out bows to shoot at these dragons, but are quickly overwhelmed. And Bosner sort of just stands on the steps watching all of this take place, unable to move or act, and he sees as this ancient silver dragon is torn to shreds, and its corpse falls to the earth and slams into a puddle, and the dragons start descending on these flowered people, these earthy looking people, just tearing them apart without abandon. And then he wakes up.
So he tells that to the group in the morning, I assume, as we're all getting up.
Yes. And as right before he wakes up, he looks, he sort of like looks away, and behind him he sees the large tree of Kuldahar.
Mhm.
And then he
we're-
passes that information on.
Were Vosner here, I would ask, would you consider that a premonition or something of a memory?
He uses his survival to track the waxing and waning of the moon to determine that this event must have occurred a couple months ago.
Oh.
Interesting.
I will ask Mel. Do you know very much about Kuldahar, or does that sort of people seem familiar to you?
So Mel is not in the hut. He's outside with Hannah. You guys haven't gone to talk to them yet.
Never mind then. I guess, could I roll history or see if I've heard of people with flowery armor or skin?
Yeah. Yeah. You think he's describing dryads.
Interesting. There must be a whole civilization of dryads.
Fosner nods.
The steps are curious. That you said that they looked like the guild. I guess I was never very aware of Netherese type things, so I don't really know if Kuldahar has ties to that. It was never a question in my arsenal. So I guess we will find out when we get there. I'll turn to Damon and ask, in your travels, did you ever go to a place like that? A Netherese place with dryads?
He would not have, just to give you that.
I do not recall traveling to such a place. And talking through his history and asking about Netherese things makes him uncomfortable right now, pretty overtly.
Interesting. She will take note of that. Well, if Kuldahar was there, I guess our answers lie ahead of us.
Is it odd that dryads would be in an area like this? And he gestures around to the vast snow and inhospitable terrain. Seems out of place.
Fosner would relay that he knows Kuldahar to be a non-Arctic place, a place that is sort of an oasis of warm weather.
Interesting.
Yes, I've heard stories about it. Supposedly, the snow never touches the ground. It has always been like that.
That seems unnatural.
It is divine, I think.
Beryl accepts that, yep.
She's still kind of looking at Varel, seeing that Damon isn't very forthcoming right now. As for answers about last night, could you tell us what happened?
Well, I didn't see much. Yeah. I made my way out to where Damon had gone. And by the time I had gotten there, Damon had inexplicably stabbed that wizard, Zymorvan. But when he did so, a strange thing happened to Zymorvan's face. It seemed at once full of terror and delight, and the demeanor changed radically before he said farewell and teleported away. I'm not quite sure how to account for that change in demeanor.
Taryn is going to want to insight check that.
Go for it. Yep.
I'm trying to be as honest as possible. So.
Yeah, you can discern. You feel like you get a good read on Varel, and it sounds like he's telling the truth.
In that case, he would look to Damon and say, "What led up to your stabbing him?"
Damon will sort of step forward and say, I honestly cannot tell you why I stabbed him. I myself did not wish to. It was the dagger that wished to. His name was Aureus. There is something I suppose I should tell all of you. It is something I wished to tell you earlier, but was prevented from doing so. In collecting DeMarcus's personal effects after he sacrificed himself, I found a dagger inscribed with the sigil of Mechanus. It seemed serendipitous, too much so to be purely coincidental, and I took this dagger. When I thought to tell you all about it, I was prevented from doing so by something which resided within it.
Sounds a lot like what Missile had described.
Yes, I believe this same dagger was in Master Missile's possession before it became into the possession of DeMarcus and then passed to me. There is something about it. It is an individual, an entity of significant power, and it asked me to do things for it. Things I found difficult to resist.
She looks a bit disgusted.
Joe-Off winks at you.
I am sorry, Captain Brynja. I am sorry to all of you, my friends. I am ashamed. As much as I have tried, it seems that I still find my mind susceptible to the commands of a master, whatever that form may be. I am making efforts to change this, but it is difficult.
It is sad to think that it has been in the hands of so many of our party. So many members that are gone now.
If that's the case, it's a good riddance. Let Zymorvan deal with it, at least for now.
I wish that were the case, Terran, but this entity seems quite powerful, and it picks and chooses its servants according to those which suit it best. I do not believe it is up to anything that could be good, and if it chose Zymorvan, it is only because Zymorvan is more able to help it meet its goals.
Wait, ain't this Morven fucker? Ain't he one of them people of that Wizards Guild that we've been helping out along the way?
I believe so.
Oh, fuck me.
What sort of goals does Aureus have that Zymorvan could help with?
I do not know its intention specifically, but it wishes to reach the lost nethery city of Ethrin, which it claims still exists buried beneath the ice. It was going to have me lie to all of you, deceive you in order to direct our progress there. And had it not been for its decision to go with Simorven, I fear that it may have been successful in this.
I doubt the capacity of that wizard to reach a city beneath the ice.
It might be a good idea to tell the Wizards Council about Zymorvan's state, though, so that they know he is under the influence.
Before Aureus took possession of Zymorvan's form, Zymorvan did manage to tell me one thing about the dagger. He said that it was his mistake. He used those words exactly. Quote, my mistake, unquote.
So he knew the dagger? Or Aureus?
It seems likely that this is the case.
This is all very strange.
Terrence stands up and goes, "We'll probably need to think on it, but right now, at least, we should still be worried about Kaldahar. As bad as this is, it's a problem for down the road." He then starts making his way towards the door.
I think while we're on the road, I will send a message to Tern at least. Let him know where Simorvan was last seen. Maybe it is a problem that they can deal with. We seem to have enough of our own.
Laurel, are you trying to talk? Because you sound like a robot now.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yep.
Weird. I talked, but like a full 30 seconds before you said that.
Well, you said something about messaging somebody or something, and then there was like a pause, and then we just started.
I'm going to send a message to Tern while we're on the road. Let him know where Simorvan was last seen, and maybe this is a problem that they can take care of. I think we have enough of our own. Did you get it that time?
Yeah.
Just checking.
Yeah, it's just nothing for me to do there.
Assuming that they, chooses to take care of it rather than trying to capitalize on it, since that seems to be their sort of MO.
How would one capitalize on a kidnapped colleague?
I don't really understand what's going on with these Neville cities or whatnot, but I imagine that it's fairly powerful locations.
Probably, yes.
Aureus indicated that within Ethrin there would be knowledge on the development of ensouled constructs. I imagine this is how it first tempted Master Missile. It is how it tempted me. I don't know what it said to DeMarcus, but presumably it tempted him with something. It could be that this information is itself a temptation.
Taryn at this point is at the door, just kind of waiting, kind of a little impatient, just waiting for the conversation to end and for people to be ready to go.
Well, I think that obviously it would be very difficult for us to find Ythrin now. So we will put it to the side, I suppose, and handle one thing at a time. This dream that Vosner had is very concerning, and there seems to be some sort of a divine calling to Kuldahar, so...
Perhaps the one will lead to... Sorry.
Oh, no. Go ahead.
Perhaps the one will lead to the other. That is, from Kuldahar to Ythrin.
And as he says that, a knock hits the door.
Darren opens it.
And you see Mel sitting there in humanoid form, and he sort of smiles and waves. He says, "Well, I hope you guys are well rested. We've got a big day."
Yeah,
And
we should get going.
He's sort of smiling. He seems like really excited about this. Sort of cheery, getting his stuff together.
Yeah.
Will we be able to reach Kuldahar today?
He smiles, most certainly.
Oh, good. And I guess Vosner will conjure more giant eagles so that we can fly.
Very well.
Before we get on, Varel will approach Damon and say, "You should not feel ashamed for those aspects of yourself that are beyond your control. In this respect, you're no different than anyone else."
I appreciate your kind words, Master Vero, but this has happened before.
As encouraging as an emotion as Varel can make on his face, which is not much more than a glare, he'll do that and then walk towards the eagles.
Joe will walk up to Damon and offer him a sip or two of his whiskey flask.
Damon will absently take the flask without thinking about it, and then snap to and hand it back and just say, "I appreciate the gesture, Johoff."
Well, I thought maybe it would, lubricate the gears or whatnot's going on in there. You feel a little better.
I do not think it would serve this purpose, but if it would, your kindness would be most appreciated.
For what it's worth, if you're wondering whether you is, human or a free creature or just some kind of computer, well, I guess I wouldn't know the word computer, just some kind of robot, construct, whatnot, seems to me that, fucking shit up is a very human thing to do. So, anyway, welcome to the club. And I'll clap him on the shoulder and walk away sipping his own whiskey.
Damon will look slightly encouraged by that and nod.
Okay. The eagles arrive, and how do you guys want to split this up? I have currently, you have 4 eagles, and then Vosner can turn into a giant eagle as well.
I'll follow orders.
I think
Does
there's
Mel
enough
need
room.
one, or is he flying like a dragon?
Oh, he's flying like a dragon, with hand on his back.
Izzy will ride on Vosner's back, but I think there's enough for everyone to have their own eagle.
Sweet.
Okay.
Joe will climb onto his own eagle, but then remember that the last time that you guys flew on, I guess it was the Griffins or whatever, I think he shared one with DeMarcus, and he grows quiet.
Sad.
Man.
And Mel sort of strides by in dragon form and turns to Johoff and says, cheer up. We're going to see somebody pretty cool today.
Yeah, Joe's just gonna glare at him and go back to his own thought. Remembering that time that they almost died in a cave fighting alongside this guy who apparently could turn into a fucking dragon the whole time.
He sees you upset and he just turns away. And then he sort of, before you guys take off, turns to Taryn and says, you ever seen an ancient silver dragon before? And he sort of winks at you and starts heading till takeoff.
Taryn becomes a little more excited.
And you guys take to
or
the
a little
sky.
more impatient than he already is.
Can we overhear this?
Sure.
Because that's what Vosner described, right? Was an ancient silver dragon.
That checks out.
Have you... she kind of looks at Mel, looking a little bit in distress. Have you spoken to this dragon recently?
And he says, no, I've been gone for a long while. It'll be nice to be back. And he sort of takes off to the sky.
Fuck.
And you guys start flying. Can I get a travel roll from you guys? Let me pull back the travel system. Who wants to scout?
I could scout. Good perception.
Okay. Who wants to, I guess, let's see, obvious one. Straggler doesn't really apply here. Let's make Vosner make a Constitution saving throw, or I guess an Athletics. I can make it. I'm just having Vosner do an Athletics to see if he rolls under a 10. And he's good. And he would do that in form too, so it would have even more strength, so no worries. Just to see if he tacks on a point of exhaustion. And then, let's see, guide. You don't really need a guide. I'll say Mel is guiding you, so no big deal there. He sort of as you guys take to the air, he finds this perfect height where you sort of are flying over certain currents and making good time. And for some reason, up here in the sky with the sun rising, it feels less cold, sort of like you found this pocket of warm air or something that's above. And you guys make really good time flying through the sky towards this tree, which it sort of felt like it was close, oh man, we're only an hour's out because of how big it was. But as you get closer, you realize that you're still far away and this thing is just massive. You keep getting closer and closer, and once you get within a couple of miles, this is what you see.
And that's from a couple of miles?
Yeah, that's actually quite, I'd say 5 miles out, that's what you see.
Good lord.
And I want somebody to roll a d20 for me. Anybody can do it. Okay. As
Whoops.
you guys are flying through the sky towards it, over the Arctic tundra, it's now kind of getting closer and closer. You notice that there is some strange smoke kind of in the distance near the base of the tree. And the sort of, there's just something off about it. Vosner can immediately tell that something's wrong. And as you guys are flying through the sky, Isolde, to the west, you see large, shining wings flying towards you.
I will call out an alert to the group and see if I can get Vosner to, like, fly lower.
And Mel sort of yells out, like, don't worry, we're under the protection of the tree now. We should be fine. And, because he doesn't see anything.
Yeah, I'm not gonna listen to him. I want my team to fly lower.
And you guys dive lower, sort of trying to catch a different wind. And as you do, the cold air strikes you in the face, and the snow is starting to beat down on you as you sort of dive lower and lower to the ground. It's pretty frigid down here, and like the water is running from your eyes, and like the tears are starting to freeze. And Mel dives down to like meet your level, and he's sort of confused, but as he does, flies in from the side, very clearly Arathator flying at you guys, and one large dragon beside him. And that's gonna lead us into combat.
What? Mounted combat?
Yeah, how high up do you think you are right now?
I don't know, I was trying to get lower in case we get knocked out of the sky.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll say you guys are down to 60 feet.
Dope.
For the purposes of mounted combat, you're just going to move the mount on your turn. Did I delete anybody from the turn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We need Vosner.
Yeah, somehow Vosner got removed. Oh, because he's in giant eagle form. Oops. Let me throw him on here as a normal. Well, I guess it's fine. I can add him as a giant eagle. Okay. Yes, so combat starts as Arathator, I guess, is dead. I don't know why he's dead. It starts like swooping down on you guys. And he is, I'm going to say, 120 feet up. And the rest of you are 60 feet up. And it is Terran's turn. What do you do?
I'm going to. So he's 120 feet up?
Yep.
I can't see the distance.
It's 120 feet away from you as well.
Alright. Check my spells. Alright. So I'm just going to open up by casting Chain Lightning to hit him and his kid.
Wow.
Open with the new spell. And I'm going to impose disadvantage on him with Meta Magic.
Do you want to move anywhere? Because you can move your mount. If you just point where you want it moved, I can get you there.
I'm going to cast and then move.
Okay. Nice. Does the arc do the same damage as the normal attack? It looks
Yeah.
like it. Okay. Yeah. So, both fail as you hurl a lightning bolt through the sky and it zigzags, hitting both targets.
And then I'll just kind of swoop forward closer to the ground.
Okay. Do you want to go all the way to the ground?
I would say we're at 60 feet right now.
Yeah.
Probably like gliding like 20 feet in the air. And probably out in front of where Zolda is, if I can make it there.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to be like within a cone or a line of everybody.
Can I put you there? Is that good?
Yeah, that works.
Cool. Okay. And then it is Mel's turn, who is going to change direction. And he is going to move straight at the dragon, trying to reach his height, but not able to do so. He's at 100 feet now. That is his turn. The young dragon is going to swoop down and engage with Mel and try to claw him and bite him. He slashes at Mel in the sky and whiffs, and then he goes for a bite, biting the side of Mel's wing as they sort of like spin in the air, fighting each other, claws out. And Johoff, it is your turn.
What would you say, with my eagle, is the closest I can get to this the little one?
Oh, the little one?
The one that's fighting Meladrid.
So he's 100 feet up right now. Let me change that. You could move basically 80 feet this direction and 80 feet up, so that would put you at, you could get at least this far. And then you would be at the same height.
I could get, it would be within 60 feet then, yeah?
Correct, yeah.
So go, if you wouldn't mind moving me there. And then I'm going to throw my hammer at it.
Okay. Yeah, you hit it.
If I were to teleport to where that hammer is, what would that do for me? Like, would I end up on top? Would I end up like just clinging to its underbits?
So what I would do with that is I would imagine that your plan is to teleport to it while it's like not after it hits and then ricochets off, but like right when it hits or right before it hits.
Right.
In which case you could then try, because you do get 2 attacks as part of your action, to try to grapple, aka to hold on to the dragon. But he would be able to either try to push you off or sort of dodge your grab if he wanted to try.
Okay. And because I think we agreed that my grapple can be
Acrobatics, yeah.
Acrobatics. Oh, he's only 100 feet up. Yeah, so... Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
So for my second attack then will actually be a grapple.
Yes. And he will use his athletics against you to see if he can, like, bat you out of the sky.
Well, not a great roll.
Hey! You beat him. So you throw the hammer, teleport to it, and, like, kung fu your way onto the back of this dragon.
Okay, I'm gonna flurry of blows. And then I'm gonna punch him and smack him with the hammer again.
Nice.
That's it for me. I'm riding a dragon.
That's pretty epic. Okay, yeah, you are on the back of a dragon, which you are punching to death. Hannah is going to... I guess she's going to hold on, and she is going to hold a heal for Mel if he takes more damage. Varel, you're up.
All right. Am I within 120 feet of Arathator and his little friend there? If we did a hypotenuse and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, you're within both.
So, at the risk of making things too complicated, here's what I'm going to try to do. I'd like to cast Slow on both Arathator and the young white dragon.
What's the area for slow?
120 feet, and it's up to 6 creatures of my choice in a 40-foot cube. Good call.
A 40-foot cube. He's 25 away. I'll allow it.
Okay. It's my favorite phrase to hear from you.
I know, Nat says that she always hears me say it from the other room. And she always rolls her eyes at me. I was like, that's the part of being a DM. People offer crazy shit and you say whether or not you'll allow it.
So I'm gonna cast it. Hopefully it's still a cube. Let me see if I can make sure it affects only those 2. I don't want to get Mel or Johoff in it, so. And I'd like to force Arathator on that to roll a 4. With that thing I do.
Yeah, so you do, and you see him slow down, and then you see him like do this flex and roar, and he uses a legendary resistance to resist it.
All right. And the young white dragon, my DC is an 18. Does he save?
Oh, let's see. Looks like he did succeed with an 18.
Yeah.
Right. Wait, is your DC 18? Okay, how does that work then?
He has to roll a wisdom.
Yeah, he succeeded. Yeah, it looks like he succeeded. So he is not affected either.
Damn. Let me see if I got a bonus action I can use here. That's a negative, so... can we move our characters and our eagles?
Yeah, just tell me where you want it, because I'm using like a mod to move you guys.
Got you. Yeah, right about here in the vicinity of my allies, but not too far away. Thank you.
Perfect. At the end of your turn, Arathator is going to target Mel with a spell. And he like forms this sort of strange icy web with his wings and hands and hurls it across the sky at Mel, who's engaged with this young white dragon. And as he does, the net of ice hooks around Mel, and he begins to plummet out of the sky. And I'm gonna say I've been doing falling different in this campaign, and my thought is, wouldn't it make? I think it makes more sense for him to fall on his own turn. I don't know if you guys have thoughts about this.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah, so like now he's in a free fall, and at the start of his next turn, unless something happens, he is going to. No, I guess there would be time right now for a reaction if somebody wanted to cast something, but I suppose.
All right, that was a clue. Let's do it.
No. I wasn't saying necessarily. Plus, he is 60 feet away, but he's also 100 feet up. How high are you up?
I'm with the rest of us.
Oh, so everybody's at 60, I think, by default.
So he might be out of range.
100 plus. Yeah, I'd say he's out of range. So let's do it. 100 feet. What's fall damage? Is it 1d10 per 10 feet?
I think it's a D6.
You're right. 1d6 per 10 feet. And Mel drops out of the sky, and I'm going to say because his trajectory was this way, he's going to hit the ground and take 39 damage, with Hannah flying off of his back, also taking 39 damage. Why is Johov rolling his eyes? Rude. And Arathator is going to this fucking Johov guy is going to fly this way and try to smack Johov off of his kin with a claw attack. Does a 28 hit? Oh, it does. It does. And Johov, make a acrobatics or athletics check to see if you can hold on. I'm gonna say the DC is half of the, or is, let's see. Oh, I'd say it's only the damage you took, so 9. So DC 9, acrobatics or athletics to hold on. Oh yeah, you get hit, but you sort of like hold on with the other hand, easily dodging and maintaining momentum as you're hanging on to this creature. And
real quick, sorry.
Yep.
Can I tip Zeus away?
Oh shit, yeah. Yeah, so he does 9 damage too. Wait, he didn't miss. He hit.
Oh, yeah, good point. You're right. Yep.
But yeah, that's it in the future. Okay, and he is going to... Oh. What is tail attack? Why have I not been doing that? Yeah, he's going to try and hit you again with his tail. And then, yeah. Why is that under that? Okay, sorry. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. Sorry. Tail, its features. Oh, I see. Because for some reason it's not equipped. His tail is not equipped, guys. We've all been there. Wait, why? What the actual fuck?
I think rules as written, it takes a full turn to equip your tail.
Yeah, so Oh shit, I hit the young white dragon. I'm gonna undo that. Yeah, so this time, Johoff, you get hit with a tail for 22 damage, and so the DC is 22 acrobatics or athletics to save, to hold on. Oh, you're like, he hits you and you're holding on, but your nails sort of like scrape into the skin and you begin to fall. Your free fall thing blocks how much damage?
Let me double check.
I think it's 5 per monk level.
Let me just double check real quick. Yeah, it's 5 times monk level.
So you you get knocked off. Make a I'll say with that acrobatics, you get like kicked off, but then you do like a nice roll and you fly gently down to the snow and sort of just like, well, I don't know, you can describe it. How's Johoff fall to the ground taking no damage?
I mean, as it's going down, he realizes that it's icy snow and that kind of stuff. So he kind of like angles his body so that he just hits this ice and just sort of slides to a graceful stop on his butt.
Yeah, alright, so I'm gonna say you slide. You just hit the ground and then gently slide across the surface. You even don't even go prone. Like you, you gently stand up. As you like slide past Hannah, who's just totally biffed it on the ground, and Mel, who's also sort of knocked on the ground.
Yeah, I go, fucking twagons, and get ready to do something on my next turn.
Yeah. It is Vosner's turn as a giant eagle, and Isolde is on his back.
Yeah, how do we want to play that? Should we just do the same as the other mounts, like his movement is my movement?
He can forfeit his turn to do that. Alternatively, he could, if he wants to change basically out of mount form and do some shit, he can. It's up to him as you.
Yep, I'll keep him as a mount.
That's pretty rough.
Yep. Too bad, friend.
He's also concentrating on keeping everybody in the sky in their eagles, so just so you know.
Okay. Can I get within 60 feet of this dude?
You can, yeah, well, let's see. Oh, that's the wrong thing. You can, yeah, I guess from this square you can get to 60, yeah. You could get right up to him. It'd be very close. I mean, it's barely...
Well, I don't want to be, like, super close.
Well,
I want to be 60 feet away from him.
Oh, you want to be 60? Yeah, you're already 60 feet away from him, technically. I mean,
okay.
60
I would just have
by
to
60.
fly, like, 60 feet up in the air, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll fly 60 feet up in the air so that I'm 60 feet away from him. And I'm gonna cast...
Well, you were already 60, so do you go 120?
Nope, I go 60 feet up in the air so that I am at 120, but 60 feet away from him.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. But yep, you're good.
Yeah. I will cast Harm.
Whoa. Yeah. He fails, and you see him once again flex to undo it.
Okay.
And
so he still gets the damage.
oh,
The saving throw is for that to be a permanent damage to his hit point maximum.
okay. So the target must take on a failed save, it takes that much damage, or half as much on a successful save. So half the damage. So half 45. Say 23.
And then since I've only moved 60 feet, how much do I have left?
Oh, 20.
Okay. I will fly 20 back down
Oh,
so
okay.
that I'm at 100 feet. Trying to not get hit.
You fly up in the air and shoot him, and then kind of fly back down. Yeah,
Do
very
a
well.
Joe Hoff.
Yeah. And falling from 100 feet clearly doesn't hurt very much. So, okay. It's Isolde and Vosner's turn. Damon, you are up.
I would like to move. I think.
Sorry, you cut out there.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you're kind of getting all robot-y on me. I don't know what's happening. Is your computer underwater?
Did that work?
I just heard that work. But that was pretty...
So can you not really hear me?
I can kind of hear you're muffled, though.
It's getting better.
It's almost like something obstructed the mic.
Yeah.
Kittens, perhaps.
Maybe it's in a glass of water.
How's that?
Much better.
Much better.
Okay. I just want to move, I think, kind of up in the direction of Taryn.
Okay.
Like 60 feet up this way. And then, so Isolde's at 100 feet, Taryn's at 20, and then I would be at 60, right? So that would be hard to make a cone that broad.
Depends on the dragon, but sure.
Okay. And then from here, I am going to launch a fireball.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, shit. You, yeah, the fireball explodes in the air, hitting both dragons, and sort of sending them flying momentarily as they sort of use their wings to reorient themselves. The young dragon looks very damaged.
And then I will like raise my sword and ignite it, and thematically I would turn my eagle to like face directly at them, like I'm gonna charge.
Got it.
And that's my turn.
Sweet. Okay, top of the round. Taryn, you are up.
Alright, I'm gonna start by hexing the young dragon.
Okay.
And then I'm going to Eldritch Blast it.
Nice.
So the first one.
Oh!
Yeah.
And then the extra hex damage, 1d6.
Plus an extra 5. Oh, is that doubled too?
Let me read it. Till the end that you deal a 1d6. Yeah, I think so.
So is that just 6 on top of that then? Is how we're doing crits? Or do I
Oh,
do all
yeah,
the-
you know what? Because of that, sure. So you do 11 damage, extra damage to it.
How's it looking?
It is looking pretty fucked up.
Second one.
Yeah, it lets out like a scream, and yeah.
Is it still flying though?
It is still flying in the air. Blood is like pouring out from it on the snow. As you hit it, roll that 1d5. Or d6, sorry. And you knock it from the sky, and it begins to plummet to the ground.
Alright, I will use my bonus action to move the curse to Arathator.
Did you use your bonus action to cast it initially, though?
Oh, yeah. Good point. Never mind.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah.
That's my turn then.
I think you
and
gained some temp HP from that, too.
Yeah. I'll figure that out.
Yeah.
Because I forget how much it is. But I'll look it up. Yeah. And I'll just continue gliding like 30 feet forward.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Mel sort of gets up off the ground and without like hesitating takes to the sky, flying as fast as he can towards Arathator, and uses half his movement. So that's 40 of it. So then he's got 120 with a dash. So he gets all the way up to Arathator but cannot attack yet. Oh, actually, hold on. Let me check this Wingbind spell, how long it lasts. Because that is important. Where the fuck is it? Just casting it again to see. Perhaps. Oh, it doesn't say. Great. Okay. I'm just gonna say it was for 1 round then. And then he is just going to fly up, and that is his turn. At the end of his turn, Arathator is going to swipe at him with his claw attack. And miss. And now it is Johaf's turn, who's gently gliding to the ground.
Yeah. So 2 things. One, I think I'm gonna run. I want to run up past Hannah and just as I'm going by, chuck her my healing potion.
She catches it and nods.
The other thing, I leave this up to you whether you'll allow this or not, because this is pushing it. What would be the rules on me throwing my hammer at Arathator, knowing I can't make it, teleporting to that spot and throwing it again from air?
Ooh. I'd say we would run the risk of you being able to, like, infinitely climb up. Like, you just be able to keep teleporting and throwing.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna say no.
Okay, so then I will just try to flag down my eagle, I guess.
Yeah, alright. Yeah.
And watch the battle from below while I'm standing next to Hannah.
Very well. And on her turn, she turns to you and casts heal on you. And smiles at you.
What a lovely little circle jerk we got going on here.
Viral, you're up.
Alright, not much damage to deal here. So... It's pretty weak. I'm debating if it would be foolish to cast slow again, or if he's just going to legendary resist that whole thing, but I guess him tapping his legendary resistances isn't so bad. Ah, what the hell? That was the plan. Let's try it again. See if we can slow him down.
Yeah. Did you target him?
Yeah, I'm trying to place a template.
Oh, got you.
Maybe I'll have to try it again here. Slow. You are already concentrating. Yes. No. Cast. Bam. Oh, I'm out of the map. That's why. Okay.
And he fails, and you see him desperately use his last resistance to stop it.
Not a total waste. That's all I got.
And he sort of snarls at you. And at the end of your turn, he is going to use wing attack to try to knock Mel back. And Mel gets knocked back, but does not get knocked out of the sky. And that is the end of your turn. At the start of Arathtor's turn, he is going to fly, let's see, down to this level at 60 feet. He's going to basically be right next to Varel, and he is going to angle a cone attack up towards Isolde. I can't see. What height was Damon at? Fuck.
I went to 60, so I was halfway between Terran and Isolde.
Okay, so this isn't going to hit you, but it's going. The thing is going to look like it hits you. Sorry.
Okay.
Ah, damn it! I didn't mean to. Yeah. Place measured template. Okay. So let's undo. Undo the damage to Damon. Okay, we're good there. What happens is he swoops down to this like advantageous angle. You see him like scan the battlefield sort of with his mind, figuring out the best play here because he's sort of realizing he is in a bad situation. As he swoops down and then angles his breath up, he blows Varel's eagle out of the sky with one breath that just like completely obliterates it. And Varel takes the 60 feet or 60 damage and begins to fall out of the sky.
Whoop.
As he does, he casts Featherfall on, I'm guessing, himself and Isolde?
If anyone else has fallen and I see it, yeah.
Yeah. So Isolde is falling, and as well as is Vosner, who is now, let's see, you guys were 100 feet up. Vosner took took 44 damage, so 26, what's the extra for that? So he takes 18 to his main character.
I will put it on.
Oh, you guys remember where he was at in the... That's fine. Whatever. And then he makes...
He was right in front of Isolde.
Yeah, sorry. I was just... oh, you mean in the initiative. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, I will remember that. And then that is his turn. So I guess you cast it on Vosner as well, I imagine, as you three gently glide down to the ground.
Varel remains or retains a neutral expression.
Question.
Yeah.
So the falling creature's rate of descent slows to 60 feet per round.
Ooh,
So by the time it gets to me, I should still be 40 feet up in the air.
perfect. Yep, I'll do that too.
Cool. And how low is the dragon?
The dragon
At that angle.
is 60 feet. I think that's what Vero was at.
Perfect.
So you guys are still flying through the sky. Yeah. And what else? I think I've calculated all that right. It says Isolde. Wait, was Isolde concentrating on something? For some reason, I thought she might have been.
Nope.
Okay. Neither was Veril then. Vosner succeeds his concentration check, so he... Wait, what was the DC on that? Would have been 44, so half of that would have been 22. And he rolled a 21?
21.
Is his constitution save only +2? That seems low. I guess it is. Okay. So the other eagles also fall from existence then. And I'm gonna say I guess you could also get Damon with that slow fall.
It's up to you if I saw him. Let's go
Yeah,
for it.
that makes sense. I think all of the eagles instantly popping out of existence and, you know, Varel sort of seeing all of this in midair would be able to do something about it.
Cool.
And Taryn, you fall to the ground. Taking 5 damage. And it doesn't even dent your temp HP.
Still got 2 left.
Damn, you are beefy. Holy shit. Alright. Anyways, that is Arathator's turn. Isolde, you're up.
Alright. Well, as I'm, I guess, floating down through the air, I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt at Arathator. Damn.
Yeah. He sort of zips out of the way as your bolt comes flying down at him.
Alright. Yeah, I think that's it then. I'll just keep falling.
Okay. Damon, you're up. You hit the...
and what about Vosner?
Oh, yeah. What's Vosner do?
Good question. I shouldn't have interjected without knowing the answer to that question. What would Vosner do?
Turn to an air elemental.
He's been fond of earth elementals recently, it seems like.
Yeah.
I'd say like an air elemental because he's flying.
That makes sense to me. Alright, so we'll turn him into an air elemental.
Sweet. I will pull one of those out.
Well, wait, how close are we to Kuldahar? Pretty close?
5 miles.
Okay, yeah, he'll do that. So he bonus action wild shapes into an air elemental.
Okay.
And then he will...
Say he's still 40 feet up, because he started his turn there.
Yep, and he's got 90 feet of fly speed, so he will, I guess, fly up to the dragon
Okay.
and make his 2 slam attacks.
He's a slamming.
So, there.
Got it. Oh, he missed both of them.
Oh, cool, you can do it.
Yeah. I figured I'd save you the hassle, but...
Appreciate it, fam.
Okay, so Damon, your turn.
Damon will cast haste on himself to try and spread the party out. And then he's going to sprint this way. Is this difficult terrain?
Yes, it is.
Shit.
Okay. So I will use my dash action to go 60 feet.
Okay.
To where I'm like, I think have selected.
Yeah, you could. Oh, sorry. I can unpause the game and you guys can actually move your own shit now.
Okay. Cool. I will go up here. And we'll just look up at the fight that's still happening above me. And I will try and yell to Mel, "Can you get me back up there?" And I think that's all I can do.
Yeah. Okay. It is back around. At the end of your turn, Arathator is going to... Well, actually, let's go to Terran next.
Alright, Terran will move as far as he can. And he is now 70 plus whatever. That's going to be in range of an ice storm. And he's going to change it to thunder instead of ice.
Oh, nice.
And drop it on him.
Okay, he fails that save, and so he's going to take 19 damage. Or wait, he already took it.
Yep.
Oh, you already switched it. Very nice. Okay, yeah, you hit him with a thunderstorm in the air. Nice. He is going to, at the end of your turn, do a tail attack at Bosner. Oh, damn it. And he hits him. And then that is the end of his turn, your turn, and it is Mel's turn. And Mel is going to, he's 100 feet up. He is going to ignore Damon's request because he's just too high up, and he's going to fly at Arathator and give him the old claw and bite. And Arathator just like deftly dodges all of these attacks. And it is Johaf's turn.
Just to clarify, you did say that it is difficult terrain, yeah?
Yeah, but Johaf ignores that.
Oh, that's right. Okay. That being the case, I am going to use a key point for Step of the Wind to take the dash action as a bonus.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to use my attack, because he's 60 feet, right?
Yep.
Use my attack to hurl my hammer at him.
Nice.
Maybe, we'll see.
Yeah. You hit him.
Fuck, I can't decide whether...
Do it. Don't let him get away this time.
I'm not sure if I can adequately grapple with this big boy. Yeah, what the fuck. So, I will teleport to it and use the second attack to try to grapple.
Yeah. And he's going to try to bat you out of the sky as you leap at him. And he fails. You slide through his attack, dodging it easily.
So I'm on him now?
Correct.
Cool. That's it for me.
Okay. at the end of your turn, he is going to try to thwap you with a claw to try to like get you off his back. So DC 15 acrobatics. Yeah, you're just holding on for dear life. He can't get you off his back. And it is Hannah's turn, who is going to sort of trudge through the snow. She's going to run up to Taryn and hand him the potion that was handed to her.
It's just a greater healing or normal healing?
Whatever Joab handed.
Yeah, it's greater.
I will add it to my inventory.
And then she's going to cast Healing Touch on herself. Yeah, it should be 26. And it is Veryl's turn.
Yep. Difficult terrain means half movement.
Correct.
Okay, I'm gonna use Misty Step plus my half movement. Yeah. I'm a coward. I gotta make some distance here.
Well, they're trying to kidnap you anyway, so.
Right. You get it.
Yeah.
And so doing that as a bonus action plus movement, I'm just gonna heal up here with a potion of superior healing.
Nice.
Is that 31?
Yeah. In the future, you can target yourself and it'll do it.
Whoops. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. And
That'll be it.
okay. And now it is Arathor's turn, who is going to cast. Let's see. Is that thunderstorm still going on, or is it gone?
It's difficult terrain where it lands, but it's probably gone now.
Yeah. And it's already on difficult terrain, so I'm just gonna say that's redundant. Okay.
And he's in the air, so.
So he is going to cast this spell right on top of himself. He's going to use the staff, and it's going to explode in a burst, like a fireball, but made of cold energy.
Can I attempt to counterspell that at all? Or since it's like a staff spell, is it like?
Yeah, I actually struggle with that. I think rules is written. Maybe you can cast.
You might be
counterspell.
too far away with like you're 60 feet
Oh,
away.
that's probably
That's
true,
not-
actually.
And it's 60-foot range, and if you're doing
Yeah,
like, the
that's true. So it
hypotenuse-
doesn't make a difference. Yeah.
Okay. Johoff, you don't take any damage because you have evasion. And let's see. Did Mel take damage? No, he didn't take damage because he's immune to cold. But Fosner did, as did. Well, he didn't take any damage from himself. Okay, so it's a pretty ineffective explosion, and he is going to use. Nope, that'll be. Let's see. Yeah, I think that is all he's going to do for now. And Isolde, it is your turn.
Should Vosner be in like melee damage range with him? But
Yes, he is.
Okay.
By the way, I guess at the end of his own turn, he's going to do a wing attack to try to launch everybody near him. So, I don't know why it didn't, like, do the measured template, but that's fine. There, that's better. Okay, so DC 19 saving throw. and he tries to knock all of these people prone. In doing so, Mel falls out of the sky again, as does... Well, Vosner can't get knocked prone because he's an air elemental, but all of you take damage with the exception of Johoff. Let me undo that. And then... Let me undo the damage to himself. And he fails to knock Johoff off of his back once again, who's just riding this dragon who is unwantingly there. And now it is Vosner's turn. Are you there, Laurel?
Yeah. So I think Bosner would do the same. What
Sure.
is it? Or hang on. Yeah, the same 2 slam attacks.
He punches. He punches again. And 2 big gusts of air just slam into this dragon, and he like spits out blood, and it flies through the air and coats the snow. And now it is Izolda's turn.
Alright, she's gonna try another guiding bolt.
Whoa. At 5th level? Holy shit.
The first one that missed was at 5th level too.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Yeah, you hit
Rolling
him
for risks.
real hard. And the next attack made against him has advantage.
And I'm gonna move. What's my movement? 30, but in difficult terrain.
15. Yep. Okay, Damon, you're up.
Damon's just gonna step forward a little bit.
Oh, one
And
narrative thing. But Johoff, while you're climbing on his back, you see the location where DeMarcus's sword pierced all the way through his corpse, and you notice with your just offhand, your passive perception, that that spot is completely healed over, as though it were a scar from like 100 months ago. So, just a weird thing you noticed. Damon, continue.
Got it. Thanks.
So if I hit him with the fireball or something like that again, is Johoff at risk?
Yeah, I'm gonna say any
As
AoE that hits Arathor is gonna hit Johoff.
It's gonna hit Johoff.
Johoff
Okay.
also dodges everything, though.
Yeah, he has
Yeah.
like crazy dodge.
I think I'm going to launch a vitriolic sphere at this guy.
Okay.
And so I'm going to try and place it just so that Johoff gets hit. So
Yeah.
we'll roll for him. But hopefully this would avoid Vosner and
I'll
Mel.
pull them away real quick so you can drop the template.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Johoff fails.
Damn.
Does that mean he still only takes half damage though? I forget. No, it's just if he dodges.
No, I take half damage on a fail.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you spam the thing to chat for me just to confirm?
And since
Yes.
if you take half damage on a fail, does that mean you also
Take-
don't get the bonus acid damage?
That doesn't. I think the bonus
Okay.
still stays
Okay, cool.
at the end of its turn.
Yeah.
But yeah, very well. So you coat this dragon in acid, and his like wings get all slicked, and you can see it like dissolving his dragon scales.
Cool.
And remind me about that additional damage.
Yeah, I
future.
will. And I guess I will
Okay, cool.
move like 15 more feet to the east to try and just be a little closer to Isolde and Varel, so that like if they get attacked or something, I can maybe try and block some of it psychically or something like that.
Okay. Johaf, make an acrobatics save DC 9. I think technically you have like +9, so yeah, it doesn't matter. I was gonna say like if the acid made your like grip slippery or something, but no, you're holding on totally fine. You're surfing dragons is sort of like your thing now. Okay. Yeah, so that ends Damon's turn, and it is now Terran's turn.
I'll trudge 15 feet closer. And how far away am I now? 60. And he's 60 feet up.
Yeah.
Would the hypotenuse be under 90?
Exactly 90.
Yeah, I'd say 90.
Okay. For Hex, if I don't move it the next turn, it's lost, right?
I actually don't know.
Alright, I'm just gonna cast it again then.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna make it so that he has disadvantage on reflex saves.
Dex saves, you mean?
Dex,
Wait, is
yeah.
it Dex or ability checks? It's
Ability checks,
yeah.
not saves. Sorry.
Are you sure you want to
I
do
hope.
Dex and not Strength?
Oh, strength, yeah, because
Yeah,
that's
for-
what'll be opposing Johaf, right?
Correct, yeah.
Then I'm gonna just start shooting him. Or, not shoot him.
Yeah, wow.
And he takes an extra 2 necrotic damage.
Yeah.
That's my turn.
Okay. Mel's go. He is going to bite and claw. Yeah. For 9 damage. It's a pretty shit turn. What else can he do? He is going to... Actually, I'm going to undo that. I'm going to have him do his breath attack. Actually, no, that would hit Johaf. Never mind. That'd be really bad. Johaf, you are up. Oh, at the end of Mel's turn, he's going to try to slap you out of the air again. With the tail. DC 20 acrobatics. Oh, he actually fails. But before I drop your height, I'll just imagine that you probably are gonna throw your hammer again.
Yeah.
Alright. So you drift to the ground peacefully, and then I guess catapult yourself back up.
That's the hope. One
Okay.
of these days I'll actually get to hit him from up, on top of him.
I mean, mounting an enemy beast should be a difficult thing, especially a large dragon, but you're making it seem very easy. Yeah, so you hit with the hammer, you teleport up, and then he is going to athletics at disadvantage. And he only gets a 15, so you're back on his back.
I'm gonna flurry of blows.
He hates you, by the way.
Well, it was mutual. I'm starting to like him after riding around on his back for a while.
Hey, maybe, I don't know, try to seduce him or something.
Side campaign is just Johaf and Arathator adventuring through the north.
Yeah.
Bickering the whole time, too.
So
Oh my god, what a waste.
Oof.
Alright, well, back up there again, I guess. This is
Yeah.
tough.
And it is Hannah's turn. And she sort of walks closer. Beryl, your turn.
Alright, I hope this is the time to do it, because I'm going to go for it.
Yeah.
I cast Disintegrate,
Oh, shit.
and
Yeah, boy.
and he failed. Cool.
He fails. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
I thought it would kill him, but that's alright.
Just 75 damage.
Yeah, what's it look like when you cast Disintegrate for the first time?
Yeah, so, what I had imagined was I kind of hold out my hand and, like, target certain pockets of his flesh and his body, his mass, and I freeze them in time while the rest of him kind of moves around it. And so there's like little static chunks of him kind of tearing and pulling and shearing, scattered throughout his body.
Yeah. He, like, lets out a massive scream and, like, as, like, all those parts of him tear and, like, scales rip and split in half, like, just blood begins to pour out from him, like, just coating, like, just in this fountain down onto the snow.
Nice.
And, yeah, fuck. Alright, that is, your turn, or do you have anything else you want to do?
Nah, I think that's gonna be it.
Okay. Arathator is going to, in a moment of desperation, try to cast... Let's see. How far away is everybody? That's the real question. He's got enough to try. Yeah, it's not looking good. Okay, he is going to try to cast teleport.
Is Damon close enough to counterspell this time?
Damon is close enough to try. I'll say.
If I'm close enough to try, I will. Although
No, it's
I feel like
60 feet up and you're 30 feet away, and I think that's that's. I don't know. I'll let you try.
yeah, I'll totally try.
Yeah. So he begins casting a very complex-looking spell. So you get the feeling that it's high level.
I will cast Counterspell at 4th level.
Okay. Okay. So you reach out and cast it, and okay, if it is casting a spell at 4th level or higher, make an ability check using your spell casting ability. On when you use higher level or higher, this has no effect unless it is equal to the level of the slot used. Okay, so yeah, you still have to make a DC 17 Arcana check.
If I forced a 17 on that, would it pass?
It would.
Well, I'm gonna force a 17 on that.
So,
Hey, buddy.
wait, are you in range to do that? Is there a range component on Portent?
Let's see. I sure hope not.
It's Damon.
Yeah.
It's Damon who you have to be in range with.
Anyone I can see is what the spell says.
Wow. Fuck. Yeah. Do you have a description of how your Mistra's mark looks when you do that?
Yeah, kind of a gust of wind blows my hair, and my eyes, typically jet black, kind of illuminate blue, and I guess in whatever action is involved with Damon rolling, whatever that would be in D&D, it feels compelled, it feels forced, as though it was inevitable.
Yeah, so Damon sort of conjuring his counterspell is just trying to like build the most complex counterspell to hurl at this Arathator, and you reach out your hand, and the spell glyph that sort of forms gains all of these extra dimensions to it, as there's all of these like writings that look like Mistra's like blue light around Damon's already casting counterspell, and it shoots at Arathator and it interrupts his cast, and he lets out a cry, and he is going to use his full movement to move away and up, and that gets opportunity attacks from the air elemental and Mel.
He takes his 5d4 at the end of his turn as well.
Yeah.
Air Elemental has Sentinel as well.
Oh, yeah, but he's 2 sizes bigger, so it wouldn't stop him.
Okay.
But yeah, that's a good idea. And yeah, the slam hits him as he flies up, and he was at 60, so he's going to go his full movement, which is 80. Oops. So he's 180 feet up now. What else was I gonna do? Oh, and yeah, what's the damage for the roll?
5d4.
And does he have like a save against that, or no? It's just forever.
No, if he fails the first save, he just takes the 5d4 at the end of his next turn. So it's just a one-time thing.
Oh, okay. So go ahead and roll that for me. And he is looking very bad as Johoff is on his back still, and he's 180 feet up. And at the end of his turn, he is going to try and use his tail to... Oh, not unarmed strike him. What the I used Johoff's tail to hit him. Okay, let's undo all of that. And then let's go back to this. He's going to use his tail to try and hit Johoff off of him. And he hits you for 17. Can you make a DC 17 acrobatics? You succeed.
Yeah.
He holds on, and it is Isolde's turn.
Alright, I am going to run my 15 feet. And... Fuck, Johoff's 180 feet up in the air.
Yes.
Well, sorry about it, Johoff, but I'm gonna cast Blood Blizzard.
Oh, no.
No,
We
wait,
can bring
no,
him back.
I
it's
can't. I
fine.
can't.
Okay.
I can't. I don't have the spell slot for it. Fuck.
Boss, never mind. Just go for it.
Well, I know I could bring him back, but fuck. I don't think I have anything that goes that far. I don't even think I have healing that goes that far. Okay, I'm just going to, I guess, take the dash action to move another 15 feet.
Okay.
And I am going to hold a healing word.
Oh, you can't
Or as soon
hold
as-
a bonus action.
Oh, for real?
I don't.
well,
I
then
don't
I'll-
think so. I mean, somebody could rules lawyer it, check it out, but I don't think you can.
Well, I will hold. Can I hold my preserve life ability because that's a full action?
Yeah, if you go back to where you were just at. Because you use dash as your action.
Yeah. So. And I can't even hold it as like a. Okay, yeah, I'll hold my preserve life ability if Johoff gets within 60 feet of me while falling, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, and at the end of your turn, Rothtor is going to swing. Let's see, a claw at Johoff on his back, and he hits, knocking Johoff unconscious, unless he has something he can do there.
No, I don't think there's anything I can do with that.
Okay, so
That's a melee, I assume, right?
yes.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do.
Oh, hang on a second. Before I went, wasn't it Vosner's turn?
Oh yeah. What's air elemental speed? Does anybody know?
90.
For
Fine.
real?
Yep.
So he can get to here. Let's say that's like, sorry. And then another 90 up. He's still like short, like he's not catching up to it. But I guess he would dash to get closer. So now he is level with Arathtor. But yes, Johoff just got knocked off the back of Arathtor. Oh.
Well, when he makes that attack,
Yeah.
he's Sentinel.
Yeah, he can. So he will make one slam attack at Arathtor. And he hits. And it knocks Arathtor out of the sky. And both Johoff and Arathtor start falling to the ground. And can anybody do... Let's see. He's 180 up. So that's how much fall damage Johoff would take. The question I have is, does fall damage, like, I know if he's conscious, he can mitigate the fall damage, but I don't know if he's unconscious. And
Well, as
if
soon as he gets within 60 feet of me, he's going to get my full preserve life ability.
Okay, which does what?
It's going to give him 55 HP up to half of his health max.
Oh. Okay. So I'll say... But he's not going to be... Huh. So there's going to be this weird thing where he falls out of the sky very quickly, and then within 60 feet of you gets... so I'll say like when he's 50 or like 45 feet off the ground, you preserve life him, but he's going to take the first... Like, he can't slow himself. I don't know. Does that make sense? Like...
Yeah.
That he wouldn't be able to immediately heal himself. So here's what's going to happen. He is going to get that last little bit. 45 is going to be gone, so minus 46. So, how much are you healing him for? Isolde, how much are you healing him for?
Oh, it's 55, but it only goes up to half of his max HP.
So 40. So what happens is he's plummeting out of the sky. As soon as you get in range and you're focusing on him, you hit him with a beam of energy. He breathes in a gasp as he returns to consciousness and then sees the ground coming at him quickly, and he tries to stop it, but immediately takes 54 damage and is knocked unconscious on the ground.
So I can't take my reaction there.
What could you do with your reaction? Sorry.
the slow fall thing as a reaction.
Well, my thought was that you're using your slow fall as a reaction for the last 45 feet to try to mitigate the damage. Does that make
Fall
sense?
that you were conscious for.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
That's why I reduced it by 20.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So Johoff comes to life and then hits the ground and goes unconscious again. But Arathator, and now is on the ground, I guess, technically making death saves. And I'm going to end the combat. And Arathator also hits the ground, technically unconscious and not dead, but basically dying, bleeding out on the ground.
Bosner should just punch him a few times, make sure, you know.
And yeah, Mel comes swooping in to to kill this dragon, and sort of looks to you guys to confirm that you want him dead.
Taryn will nod. Like,
And
yeah.
Mel will crush or slit his throat with his claw, and Arathator bleeds out on the ground.
Taryn's gonna search him for the staff.
And
She just saw something and was walking towards it, so for a while she was just snuggling.
And on the ground at the feet of Arathator is the staff.
Taryn will kind of pick it up, kind of reverentially.
Yeah.
And kind of look at it, and just kind of like.
Yeah. And I'll give all people observation on Alora's staff of ice in the boss loot thing.
Where is it?
Under items, that little red chest at the top, and then boss loot.
Got it.
Man, it's not a gold. I should just pawn it.
Here you go. You'd have to find somebody with that much gold first, I think. That might be the tricky thing with things this expensive.
Shit, this is awesome. Taryn will make no move to show anybody else.
He will what? Sorry?
He's not gonna show anybody. He's just fully enraptured in it. Like everybody can see him, but he's not gonna be like, "Hey guys, look at this."
And Mel sort of turns back into human form, and Hannah walks up and heals him. And he sort of looks at you guys all and says, "You fought well. This was a tough fight." And then he turns to Damon and says, "Sorry I couldn't get you up there."
That is okay. The result was desirable in the end.
Mel sort of looks around and says, "This does not bode well. This is my father's territory. He should have been here for this." And he sort of looks to the sky, looking for him.
Well, I tried to tell you before we took off, but one of our members had a bit of a vision that something has happened to your father.
He looks confused.
We are also very confused by it, but I'm not sure how true it is, but Bosner here had a dream that the whole family of them, the White Dragons, attacked a sort of dryad civilization that your father was defending, and he was defeated.
He says, "That's Kuldahar." he sort of looks down at this dragon, and he says, "That's impossible."
Well, figured I would at least warn you that that might be the case.
He looks at you and says, "You are mistaken."
She just kind of gives him a look like, okay.
Terran's gonna step away from everybody and start his ritual
Yeah.
with the dragon call.
And you begin to summon the energy into your dagger and plunge it into the heart of Rothtor. And as you do, an explosion of ice and snow sort of coats you, but it doesn't harm you. And everybody watches as like all of the life energy drains from Rothtor's corpse into this dagger, which flows the energy into Terran, whose scales begin to sort of like brightly shine white, and the few specks of white that he had are now massive hunks of white, and one of his horns even grows a little bit white. And Rothtor's essence. I think I got that in there. Yeah, so you can see the essence
And it's
in your passive abilities.
okay, sweet.
Upon being healed by Isolde, Joab kind of sits up and just goes, "Fucking ouch!" And then all of a sudden his eyes widen in fear, and he begins searching his belt to see if the fall crushed his flask of whiskey.
Just roll a d20 for me.
Ooh, that's awesome.
Oh,
Oh, is it slash
yeah,
first?
slash.
Oh, I always do that backwards first.
It is dented.
Whew. It was almost a real high price to this battle. And then he takes a swig.
But your ankle is pretty fucked up, and you now move at half movement speed.
Yeah, it's fine so long as the whiskey's alright.
So it would be good for us to rest, and she'll kind of like look over at Mel, unless we want to make haste to Kuldahar and see what the situation is.
He looks up at you and says, after sort of processing it a bit, he says, "If what you said is true, then we will need to rest. If something waits for us at Kuldahar, then we should be ready."
Do you think
Is this the best place?
He sort of looks around, says, "As good as any." And Isolde casts Sacred Flame on somebody.
I definitely did not click that.
Likely story.
Very strange.
And Farrell builds his tower right in front of everybody. And once again, Mel and Hannah sort of form their own little camp next to each other outside of it. And yeah, you guys can get a short rest.
Can you attune to items in short rest?
You can, yeah.
Unless anybody objects, Terran's going to attune to the new staff. And then he's going to pull out Threnody, the one he's been using, and approach Damon with it. And say, I won't be able to use this staff anymore, but since it its main power is centered on the wielder, it may be better with you anyways. And he hands it to Damon, if Damon wants to use it.
Yeah, Damon will take it gratefully and say, "Thank you, Terran. I will try to use it as wisely and effectively as you did." And he'll also look relieved that he doesn't have to touch that new staff because he's very wary of magic items right now.
Taryn, in your head, you. No, I'm just kidding.
It definitely kind of looks like that's happening to Taryn, just because he's like, "Oh my god, this is so awesome." So.
Yeah. On that note, let's take a quick 5-minute break.
Is this going to be a short or a long rest before we pick up again?
Short.
Got you.
I don't know how much fight Joe Hoff's got left in him these days.
Leaf Threnody is in the group loot if you want to add it to your stuff.
Perfect. I was just supposed to start looking for it.
Okay, I'm back. Hey, you guys did it.
A pretty clutch there, Vosner.
Back to Mossstone.
Yeah, what do we do now? Why are we here?
You were here for a staff.
Yeah, I think we were gonna
Are you
take that
sure?
staff and then bury it.
Yeah, I think that's the plan. Make sure nobody can get it.
Perfect. Okay, so you guys are short resting. What would you like to say while you're short resting?
It's a good question. Oh, can
Out
we
of,
get Vosner turned back into Vosner?
It's a good question. Yeah,
He would have turned back because he gets them all.
that's right. That's right. Well, he at least gets 2 of them back on a short rest. The one comes from the necklace.
Oh, right.
And yeah. You all sit huddled around the campfire, and it's actually kind of a nice day here in Icewind Dale. Next to you is the beaten and defeated corpse of Rothator. He also had some other loot on him that I should probably give you, which is... drag that to group loot. One headband of intellect. And one iron stone of fortitude.
Nice.
It's in group loot, not boss loot. Sorry.
Nice.
Veyral will decline any of those pieces of loot.
Yeah, Izzy can't use them either.
Joff might use the headband of intellect, but he's gonna start talking with a posh British accent if he does that.
Oh, please,
Please.
That needs to happen now.
We collectively force the headband onto Johoff.
that would go kind of against the trajectory I've got planned for him as a character.
That's excellent.
Gotta improv a little, man.
Izzy's kind of like sitting looking at everyone. And she'll say, so, I suppose now that we have the staff, we have everything that we need. I hope none of you mind that there are still many things for us to do here. I'm not really ready to go back.
Yeah, well, I didn't actually come for the staff anyhow, so no problem with me.
Veyral will kind of like wait patiently and appear as though he's listening for something. But after a couple of seconds pass and hearing nothing, he'll say, I see no reason. We can't continue.
Alright then. It is tempting, though, to leave, considering everything that we've lost since we got here. But I think there are things for us to do that are important.
John. So if I have Threnody and I'm attuned to it now,
Mm-hmm.
in combat, how is that going to work with like switching between Inferno and Threnody?
Yeah.
Would it like be my bonus action to like switch weapons if I'm gonna like pull Threnody out to use a spell, and then a bonus action to like switch back?
The way I think I would do it is sort of like at the start of your turn, pick which one you're going to pull out and use, so to speak. And then if you pull out Threnody to use that to cast a spell, you're not going to be able to do attacks of opportunity.
Okay.
But
Well, I mean,
yeah,
you could with Threnody, right? Like with just a straight 1d6.
there's actually like a debate on whether or not stabs like special spell stabs are actually the same stat block as a quarterstaff. Like some like rods and stuff, it doesn't say anywhere that it does like damage on an attack, like 1d8 or something. I made Threnody, like I basically built it, so that's why it says like it does a certain amount of damage, but it doesn't necessarily do that.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah, it's fine. So that would be basically what I'd say is like if you use it to cast a spell, then you're gonna take away your ability to attack with your sword for that turn. But then the following turn,
Okay.
you can put it away and pull out your sword at the end. Like that's no problem.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure it like would make sense for me to like have them both, because otherwise it might not make sense for me to use my last attunement slot with Threnody.
Yeah, I mean it is slightly disadvantageous because it does kind of hiccup that whole process, but I'm not gonna make it like no, you have to pick a sword or a staff. Like that's too intense. And we all remember Gandalf used a two-handed sword and a staff, so
That's definitely the yardstick by which we must measure ourselves.
I mean if Gandalf can do it, Damon can probably do it.
So true.
Or at least aspire to it.
Right.
Are we going to go on foot the rest of the way, or should we try to get the eagles?
Fosner would summon the eagles, I think.
Beautiful.
They're not mad that the last ones like all got slaughtered.
Nah, to nature they return.
Truth.
And Fosner summons 4 eagles. Nice. On command. Well done, Laurel. Okay. So, you guys take to the sky and head to Kuldahar. And now you see this is the beautiful tree. As you fly closer and closer towards it, you begin to feel like something is off about it. And you get closer and closer, and at the base of this tree is a large pyramid-like structure. And as you fly to the base of it, in the air, you find all of these strange spores sort of floating about. Everybody make a Constitution saving throw. Okay. Fosner
My
takes.
computer trust. I'm gonna have to real quick refresh. So if you want to make me roll that, feel
Yep.
free.
Constitution. Yeah, so you're fine. Vosner coughs up a little bit and takes 2 poison damage. As he says to you all that the air here is foul. And, oh, he's concentrating. Anyways, you guys arrive at the base of this pyramid where Mel dives down as you find yourselves in front of the decaying corpse of an ancient silver dragon.
Dun, dun, dun.
And you see Mel go up to the dragon and in dragon form sort of like touch it with his hand. And all around this dragon you can see this essence of it just sort of like floating in the air, long since past your ability, Terran, to consume it. But you see it for what it is.
You don't mind, Mel, if I just kind of like stab your dad?
Yeah. He kills you for that comment. Oh, is that 9 character? Okay. And
Yeah.
you see his eyes sort of well up as he turns to all of you and says, well, it appears I was wrong. And as you're sort of talking, do you guys say anything in response?
Taryn will kind of like pat his shoulder, kind of trying to be like comforting.
Yeah, Vosner will say, I wish that we had been wrong this time.
And he nods and says, these dragons, they must be, or I guess whoever did this, you didn't tell him the full story. He said
Yeah, we did. I said that if the whole family defeated him in combat.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then he says, they must all die. And, as you guys are saying that, you hear the sound of strange, like, moans and almost like a battle cry as footsteps at the top of the pyramid start, like, pounding down, running towards you. And, we're gonna take this shit to combat again.
Damn, boy.
And up the steps, you see dozens of orcs running down at you. Wait, can you guys see it? Yeah.
World dozens? Oh my god.
Scroll up, fam. There's a lot of shit going on up there.
Let's get him.
Yeah. But I just got a text from the people delivering my U-Box, so I might have to go down and... oh, yeah, I gotta go. Wait for me for 15 minutes, and if I'm longer than that, maybe just we have to call it here. 1 sec.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Classic John
This
cliffhanger.
is like some... I know, right? I love this artwork. This is some Temple of Doom shit.
Yeah.
I don't want to alarm anybody, but Johoff's a little battled out right now.
Is he?
I
Is he
mean,
gonna
he
go
can
to
only
the pub?
move half speed.
True.
We'll bring the fight to you then.
That sounds scary.
He cast haste on that monk.
I can do that, actually. Yep.
I mean, what's his base speed?
50.
Oh.
So like
Welcome to
half
our
speed
world.
Speed is our
five-
regular speed.
There's some dwarf somewhere just furious with you right now.
I'll haste you up, man.
No, I can't see anything.
What?
It says I don't have a token with vision on this scene.
Oh, your token isn't on the scene.
Oh no.
I think John
It's not gonna be
probably-
fine.
Yeah,
John
it
probably
just looks
prepped
like.
it for last week when you thought you weren't
Oh.
gonna be here.
Yeah, that would make sense. Right now, I see what looks like basically like an abstract art piece of like various shades of blue.
Weird.
Here, I'll share my screen, Leif, and you can see what we're up against.
Cool.
And we're down here.
Well, maybe Mel will do, I don't know, fucking
shit.
anything.
Like, he could help every once in a while, right?
Well, I took no damage in the fight against Arothager, so I'm feeling mostly pretty good right now.
I ended the fight with more health than I started it, so you know.
Yeah, Taryn, you're like getting out of hand here. You've got a legendary staff, you've got the powers of Arathator plus coursing through your veins. Please don't turn on the party.
I'm gonna haste myself, sprint in there, and try out this new staff.
Dope.
That, like, wave ability is awesome.
Yeah, especially if they're all grouped up like that.
Right, like, especially with you, where, like, I'm always like, I can kind of get one person in the way, but, like, you in the center of everything would just fuck everything up.
Yeah, and typically my goal is to get people to pay attention to me because I can mostly tank the damage pretty hard.
That's what we love about you.
A bunch of orcs swinging at me. That's child's play for Damon. Until one gets a magic crit, and I just stand still for a whole turn.
So, Laurel, are you in North Carolina currently?
Yep.
How's the place?
It's super sweet. I mean, the whole like unboxing, unloading shit stuff sucks. But I mean, I've taken my dogs on multiple walks today because the weather is gorgeous.
Nice.
Sounds lovely.
And the neighborhood's like cool?
Yeah, it's all new construction, so the neighborhood is actually like half empty.
Oh,
But everyone that I've met so far is super chill. There's like a little dog park and nice stuff.
okay.
It's like 20 minutes from my dad, so I've seen him and my stepmom pretty much every day since I've gotten here, which is super nice.
Yeah.
When you're used to seeing family once a year. It's very surreal.
Is this like suburbia, like a housing development, or is this...
Yeah, it's a little development.
Gotcha.
We picked it because Garrett's work is in downtown Durham,
Mm.
which is like one of the more crime-ridden spots of North Carolina. But we wanted to be close enough to his work that, you know, his commute wouldn't be crazy. So it's
Yeah.
like 8 minutes from downtown Durham, but it's still nice and tucked away and secluded.
Cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Pretty good.
We got out just in time. It's hotter than hell down here already.
Yeah, it's
Garrett,
like the misery is starting.
Garrett sent me an article that it reached 90 degrees in Tampa Bay today, and that is a record, like earliest in the year that it's hit 90 degrees.
Fuck.
So, you know, global warming.
But is it really happening though? Like, is it really because of us, or is it just like the planet?
Yeah, it's just Tampa hates you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've actually been sitting outside with my two cats that didn't give birth today because they enjoy it, but I'm very uncomfortable.
I like that the cat's comfort comes above your own.
Yeah, I mean, well, I haven't been able to pay much attention to them because of the pregnant one that needs so much attention.
Yeah.
So now I've been able to spend all day with them.
Aw. My
As
cat
someone who is
just
also
sleeps.
pregnant, I understand the need for attention.
Yeah. Yeah, and you gotta give it to him.
Right?
It's a stressful time, and stress is bad
Food,
for all parties
love.
involved.
Yep. Agreed. Did you eat all your dinner? Good puppies. God damn, these dogs are cute.
Yeah, they are.
They've been super happy. Our other house had like all like the sort of vinyl hardwood, and so when they would chase each other, they would like skid out around corners and bump into walls. And this place has a bunch of carpet, and so they've been tearing around like it's Daytona 500 in here.
Freedom.
Yeah.
Wait,
Sleep
so you
hunker
have
down.
Ace and another one now?
Yeah, we have Ace and Fox, and Fox Mulder from the X-Files.
Love it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Amazing.
he's got a little collar that's the "I want to believe" poster on repeat. It's very cute. It's very cute. Yeah, he's I think like a little over 1 year old now. He's still
Oh
puppy.
my god. Yeah.
Need
Ace
like an
has been
orange tabby
teaching him.
named Scully.
Oh my god, that'd be so cute.
How about a cat that is like black and grayish color?
Fuck off, Tim. I don't want your demon cat.
Yeah, but neither do I.
The question is, does Sam? Because if the person who rescued the cat no longer wants the cat, there's a sign for you.
It depends on the day, I think.
I guess that's fair.
By the way, for all you folks, Samantha and I just officially bought a property and house up in Maine with 3 bedrooms. So you are all standing invitation to come up and visit anytime you want.
I will
My
see you
God.
in December.
Just like Christmas reunions, just like, you know what, screw our families, let's just go to Maine.
Wouldn't that be fun though? I
Sounds
would
pretty
love
good
to
to
be
me.
put in one
Yeah,
for
no, it sounds
Christmas.
great.
I'll bring the snowshoes.
Yep. We're planning on coming and visiting you guys probably around Halloween. Because my mom is getting married on the 24th in New York of October. So we'll bring, at that point, a real existent baby up to see you.
I mean, that sounds perfect. Sounds like a perfect plan.
Yeah. When did we start this timer of ours?
Quarter till.
Oh, Matt just texted me. I'm gonna tell him to jump in the Discord. So I think John moves literally in 3 days.
Yeah, I think so.
That sounds right.
I'm probably gonna go tomorrow to help him load up the box. I know that they were gonna swing by, I think, on Tuesday because they like won't have any furniture to sit on in their own house. But yeah, I think after that they're out. They're gone.
That's
Nice.
exciting.
Those cats are gonna be so confused on Tuesday.
It's gonna
You
be
guys
weird.
are
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
you guys are all like slowly escaping Florida.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm mad about it. I'm happy for you.
Too slowly.
It's gonna be weird walking past his office and not seeing his bare feet propped up on the wall.
I know. John is such a fixture of the office. I think it will similarly be weird for him that he won't have that office to work in. He's a creature of habit.
Well, even though it was Sam and my idea to leave first before any of the rest of you guys, we are still stuck here until May. So if any of the rest of you guys want to visit or do something, just let us know.
6 foot 6-pack, man. Drink 6-pack at 6 foot distance.
Isn't it like everybody above 18 in Florida becomes eligible for the vaccine starting like April 5th or something like that?
I've heard the same.
Yeah.
I have not heard that. That sounds like a good thing if it
That
actually
is
happens.
true.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got to give it like a 2-week buffer for Florida to fuck it up, but
Right. And like
Well,
theoretically,
honestly,
even if that happens and you get your first dose like on the 5th, it's still like 5 weeks before you're technically like past the 2 weeks after your second dose or whatever that you're supposed to wait.
oh,
But
do we still have the 2-dose one here? Is that what Florida's doing?
well, yeah, my partner's been vaccinated and she got the Pfizer 2 dose. But I guess I don't know. Like, it's probably, I mean, like probably whatever they can get their hands on. It's like distribute this. Just tell people to take it.
Right.
Yeah, I got the
You know,
Pfizer through USF Health.
oh, nice.
Okay.
Right on.
Importantly, are you guys fighting mushrooms?
Not fighting anything yet.
Hello, how's it going?
Hey.
We're fighting orcs on mushrooms.
Sweet.
All they want to do is hang out and listen to music, and we're coming in like stabbing them.
This is like the doom metal version of the blood orc rituals.
I thought you were saying we were on mushrooms and we're fighting orcs.
That could also be the case, considering all the spores in the air. We did just kill a Rothator, so
Whoa! How'd that go?
yep,
You guys softened him up
pretty
for us.
close. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe got real fucked up.
You got anything cool?
It was all very cool. Specifically, Joe Hoff riding on the back of a Rothator. That's pretty cool.
Sweet. Did he give you like a laser gun or something?
Oh yeah, the loot was pure laser
Cool
guns.
merch.
Yeah,
Sweet.
just all laser guns. Oh, John
Let's do
says
it.
5 minutes.
Nice.
Also, I stabbed the guy
Did
with
he
your
pick a
cursed
fight with
dagger.
you guys?
Yeah, we were flying up to Koldar to go to the Ancient Oak, and he sniped us out of the sky.
Dick.
And we did aerial battle for a while, and then we all eventually
Sweet.
fell off. And he was down to 6 HP and was like flying away, and knocked Johoff unconscious, and Johoff fell off of him. And we only got him because Bosner had gotten right up next to him and sentineled the dragon for hitting Johoff.
Whoa.
It was a real close.
Sweet. Did Joe take a bunch of fall damage?
Well, Izzy was holding preserve life, so funny story. He was unconscious, regained consciousness, and then hit the ground and became unconscious again.
Yeah.
Oh, are you at 3 now? Didn't you have one this morning?
Oh yeah, I should be
Josh?
at 3.
You
Yeah,
should
I
be at
thought
3.
I thought I saw John add them, and he must have only added the one.
What happened
Still have
at
space
3?
for 1 or 2 more men.
Yeah, Joe has moved away from adding tattoos to adding exhaustion points. Like
Yeah.
a new hobby.
Easier.
It's cheaper that too, you know.
Right. Is 5 instant death or 6? I can't even remember.
I think
6.
6.
5 is your movement speed drops to 0, I believe.
Okay, yeah.
We just have to drag Joe off to position to punch people.
Drag him away.
I could still move 60 feet or more per turn by throwing my hammer and then teleporting to it.
Oh.
Yes. Yes.
Exhaustedly lobbing the hammer across the map.
What
Just like
happens at
underhand
3?
tosses, and then
Do you have disadvantage on attacks?
that might be it.
I think so.
I think that's
It would
4.
be real funny if you tried to do that and just like had no control over where you were throwing the hammer.
Just erratically popping up around the battlefield, swearing.
Yeah.
Just like exhaustedly chucking it in some sort of general direction.
Just randomly teleporting everywhere and then trying to take the disengage or the dodge action all the time. Just a complete free electron floating around. Yeah, 3 is disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws.
Have fun, Joe Hoff. Ace. It's okay. What are you up to, Matt? How's life?
Doing a bunch of stuff. It's busy right now. Just conference stuff and Schoenfeld's office stuff and all that stuff.
Yeah,
It's
how's
good though.
Schoenfeld's office?
It's pretty good. Cameron's starting to take control of it because I don't want to. So, yeah. I mean, like I know what like you have to like really want to do that kind of stuff. I mean, it's literally like clearing someone's estate out basically, and I already know what that stuff's like, and I'm not into it.
Yeah, that's fair.
But it's going good slowly. There's a lot of that kind of stuff going on, so like just I knew it would be like this. Like the next couple weeks are just gonna be stupid. After that, I'll see what's going on. I guess I don't even know.
Yeah,
Just
it
gotta
seems
like
impossible
survive
if it's
till the end of
April.
the semester.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, obviously, like it's just been kind of everything building up to like the next month about, and then hopefully after that I don't have anything to do ever again. I'm pretty sure that is what'll happen.
That sounds right.
Yeah. After I accomplish these next couple of tasks, I think the rest of my life will be kind of responsibility free, and I'll be able to do what I want.
That's the academics motto. Next semester will be
Yeah.
easier.
Yeah. I have been weighing out the virtues of actually just like selling everything that I have, other than what will fit in a small one-person camper, and like just spending the next couple of years driving around the country. And if I can actually financially do that, I think I can. I think that this is actually possible.
It can be done.
Yeah, I think it is.
You'll have to lower your
One of those stops is in Maine.
Tim, I was gonna text you earlier, but I ran out of
Yeah,
time.
Tim bought a
I was
house,
gonna
Matt.
text. Yeah, so I was up until 2 or 3 in the morning last night looking through all kinds of realty websites, and spent a decent amount of time on Maine. So yeah.
You guys see that SNL sketch about Zillow?
Yes.
I missed it.
It's basically like a joke about people in like their mid-30s or whatever who like instead of being sexually active, like get that same pleasure from like browsing
Yeah,
Zillow and
yeah.
looking at houses and fantasizing about it.
Yeah, absolutely. I live that life.
Yeah,
Such
I,
a good
I
skit.
understand. Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Oh man.
Tim,
Well,
when are you
get
leaving?
out of Florida.
I know. It's just like I'm here though. There's all this stuff going on that it keeps like
Is
bothering me.
It is America's basement.
It's America's
weirdly humid.
Yeah, humid basement. The sump pump is broken. It floods
It's like half
frequently.
finished, but not well.
Yeah, and even though it's not done yet, it still has mold problems as though it's been done for 50 years.
It's
Yeah.
definitely an old toilet in the corner that backs up sewage a lot.
And it's just like separated from the room by like a ragged curtain.
Yeah. What's it? Is that a Georgia joke? What are you doing? So you guys are going up to see the big tree?
Yeah.
What do you think's going on up there?
Well, supposedly there was supposed to be like divine stuff going on up here. Like Mel and Hannah were telling us that I guess Saloon sent him up there. And then Hannah drew some glyph of Ilmater and suggested in her own way that there was something to do with Ilmater going on up there.
Sounds like trash to me.
Yeah, it certainly does. And this, I guess you can't see the screen. But anyway, we got here and it's pretty much in ruins, which Vosner had a dream about, so we kind of knew ahead of time. But it's definitely not like the exciting divine spa day that we were all looking forward to.
The refunds?
No refunds. Only orcs on mushrooms.
That's just as good.
That's the policy. That's all you get.
If you have a problem, then you can take it to the hallucinating orc.
Yeah.
That's how they handle things in the past.
The curious thing is that what we are standing in front of right now is pyramid steps, and it is a Netherese pyramid, much like the base of the guild.
Mm.
What is the connection? I do not know.
All right. Let me just roll for those NPCs real quick.
Oh, hey, John, I don't have a token with visibility in this scene.
I don't like it when you see things, because then you blow them up.
I just wanted to make sure that that was intentional.
Yep, you are no longer in this campaign. We decided to have like a dramatic fade out for you, you know, like
Cool.
after
Cool.
DeMarcus's was sort of like big. It was like, well, let's just the next person we axe, let's just take it down.
We can't.
I'm just
keep
like
building
panicking as my senses fail and I fade from existence.
Damon just like, oh wow.
It's like a Back to the Future photograph. Yeah.
Like that Morty clone that Rick makes. That's like, I want to be alive.
Oh yeah, we found a guest while you're gone. It's DeMarcus.
So you guys can roll initiative if you'd like.
Matt, I don't know if you have access. Oops. Yeah, Matt, I don't know if you have access to the Twitch or not, but I'm sure.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I could watch it. I have to go in a minute anyway. I was just saying.
All right.
All right. Well,
I will-
you know, don't get hurt. I hope everybody's okay.
I'll text you back and we'll catch up later.
Later. Bye, guys.
Later, man.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, that was nice.
Yeah, I was all on stream, so whatever you said, I'll listen to it later.
Yeah,
I
there's all
know.
nice things.
I know what you do. Sorry. Sorry. Got a little dark.
It's just shit talking you.
Yeah. Perfect. Oh my god, look at Damon at the top of the board.
So all these orcs are gonna have their own turn, huh?
Yep.
We better kill them quick.
I will roll for Vosner, I guess. And then, Tim, are you gonna roll?
It's frozen again. It's just a white screen. So can you roll for me and I'll work on getting it back up?
Yep. You're in the middle of the bank anyways. Okay. Oh, you know
One
what?
more note.
Hey.
We realized that Joe Hoff had a thing of exhaustion this morning, so he needs an extra one right now.
Oh. That's not good. Exhaustion 3.
I might actually just sit this fight out and watch.
Yeah, you might have to.
Back.
Did that remove all of them? Yeah, okay, that makes it a lot simpler. These orcs aren't going in the same way that the other orcs are. Okay, so, Damon, it is your turn. And you are not concentrating on anything, as far as I know.
Yeah. So is this like regular terrain now, or is this difficult terrain? Oops.
What was that, sorry?
For a second. Is this difficult terrain, or is this
No.
standard? Okay.
Actually, and as you guys flew in closer, even with the strange spores in the air, you guys noticed that it is still warm here. The tree gives off a natural warmth that sort of heats the area.
Okay, I think I'm going to run forward 60 feet. So I will use a dash action to do that.
Okay.
And then I will survey the area. See these two guys that look like they could be trouble. And I will launch a fireball at them.
Damn.
And I'm going to launch it at 4th level.
Look at this guy. Wait, hold on. You dashed. How could you do a fireball?
With my action surge.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw that up here.
Oh. Yeah, dude. You, really fuck up that caster guy in the back.
Cool. That was my hope.
Well, sometimes dreams come true. Is
They
that your
really
turn?
do. That's gonna be my turn, yeah.
Okay. The Orog is going to go. And he is going to move. And he's just going to like leap off this ledge. And he has aggressive, so and he can move a bonus action to move. Is it half his speed? Nope, his move speed. So he gets real far. He's sprinting down this pyramid towards you. The frozen hand will go, and he is going to. What is range on Firebolt? 120 feet. So he is going to move to here, and then he is going to... I guess he's got to even move closer. Okay, so from there he's going to shoot a firebolt at you. And you take...
Can I field?
You can.
Alright. I am going to do that. I'll cast it here.
Yeah. Alright. So, oop, going too far. So these, just so you guys know what's happening here. these orcs have a thing where they can use a bonus action to move their movement speed. So they are sprinting down at Damon right now. Johoff, you're up. Tim, are you on the line?
Yeah, sorry about that.
No worries.
Well, you know, Joe can move, what, 25 now? He's just gonna hobble forward, I guess.
Yep.
Does he need to do anything to get over the dragon?
I'm just gonna say no.
Take the dash action too, so put him near Damon, and that's about all he's gonna be able to do there.
Got it. Farrell, you're up.
Okie doke. We get a little closer. Right about there. And where are you? Yeah, let's do this. I'm gonna cast Temporal Haze. I want my boys to be able to get in there, so... Sorry, let me move the map just a second. Whoops. Oh, sorry, I'm clicking around all stupid here. Bam, no, close. Well, I'm gonna cast Temporal Haze as soon as I figure out where this damn thing has gone. Yes. Don't consume, cast. Put it right there.
Okay. So, you cast... Blah, 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 blah. When it moves into the area for the first time or starts its turn there, the creature must take a Constitution saving throw or take 8d4 psychic damage, suffer 1 point of Wow. Emit a dark violet light in 5-foot radius. Okay, so 2 succeed. So on a success, they take no damage, suffer no exhaustion, but it's still visible. So it can't be invisible. Very well.
Correct.
So one of them took the damage.
It's supposed to be on their turn.
Yeah. The question is, do they take damage on a half save? Or on a save? Yeah, it says no damage, so I'm going to undo the damage that guy took. That guy took. But the other guy is going to take the full damage at the start of his turn. So I'm just not going to undo the damage, but I'm not going to roll extra damage on its turn, if that makes sense.
And that persists and affects any other creature that walks through it, so...
Very clever. Okay. Is that your whole turn?
I think that's my only action, so yeah, we'll call it.
Cool. Taryn, you are up.
Well, first I'm going to...
Did you have time to incorporate all the staff stuff into your inventory?
Yeah,
There's a lot of stuff.
All. Yeah, I think I got it all at least.
Wow.
But first I'm going to move there. Then I should be within 300 feet of those guys, so yeah.
Fuck.
Let's just get rid of this little group.
And get rid of them, you do. And you see as you hit that group, that orc on the steps, that you... Oh, is he dead? No, he has 1 health. Never mind. He's alive. I'm going to say the other orcs that have 1 health are technically dead, though. I'm just going to skip that part. Yeah, so you wipe out that whole platoon of ranged archers. Is that your turn?
Yep, that is it.
Yeah, nice. Okay. So these orcs are dumb, and he's going to run into this space, which means he's going to make a, what is it, Constitution
Yes, sir. Constitution saving throw. And on a fail, takes 8d4 psychic damage.
He did not fail. Assuming he beats you with a 20.
Yeah, I think DC's going to be 18.
That's going to be another 30.
Oh, wait. Sorry.
Did you forget to add?
The DC should be 2 higher.
For the ice storm?
Yeah.
I don't think that affected any of them because they were all 20s. Were the only ones that beat it.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, the DC should have been 20, so yeah, they would have beat it.
Okay, so this guy gets up to Damon, but that's his whole turn, is just sprinting. And then it is this Orog's turn, and he is much smarter, and he's gonna go this way. Again, sprinting down the hill. That corrupted orc is going to leave, but he's a dumb, so he's going to run right into that shit. And he's going to fail the... Is it 18, Dylan?
18 to save, yeah.
Wow, these are some lucky dumb orcs. This one's just gonna run... and end his turn there. Azulda, you are up next.
Alrighty. I'm going to move and dash to get behind Damon. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to cast my spiritual weapon. At 4th level. Kill that Auroch, I guess. But
Oh.
I do need a little hammer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll get you. Summoned things. Where is it? Minions. Huzzah. Alright. Assuming that's where you want it. I don't know. Yeah, you can move it. Okay.
Well done.
It is the captain's turn, and he's dead. Dylan is, or no, Taryn is the captain now. Oh no, he's dumb. He would run right into that. Constitution saving throw. Yeah, how much damage do you take, Dylan?
I got it popped out right here. 8d4 psychic.
Why don't you roll that
And
for
then
me?
a level of exhaustion, but
He is like on his last leg, barely surviving, and he's going to keep on pushing. And he gets to there. And it is this guy's turn. And it is Mel's turn, and he is going to fly to about here, and flying above you guys, he is going to use a cold breath. Oh, didn't hit the other one. It should have hit that one in the back. And even if he succeeds, he'll die. But as he comes like flying above you guys, breathing his fire, and then like still continuing forward, sort of like a moving attack, all of these orcs, as soon as they die, they do something. they start to explode in poison.
Disgusting.
Now let me read that, make sure I'm doing that right, in case. Okay, so when the orc hits 0, explodes, blah 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 blah. On a failed save, the creature takes 14 damage on average and becomes poisoned. On a success, takes half as much and isn't poisoned. Each poisoned creature can repeat this effect save at the end of each of its turn, ending the thing on a success. While poisoned, the creature cannot regain hit points. So Mel sort of like flies over and hits all of them, and as they do, they explode and these spores hit the air, and Mel like lets out a cough as he's like flying overhead. And you guys are all hit. I think all of you failed at least one. Joha failed that one.
I have advantage against rolls to be poisoned.
Oh,
On saving throws against being poisoned.
yeah. So you succeeded one of
and-
them.
Okay.
Do you have resistance to poison as well?
I have resistance to poison damage as well, yeah.
I think that auto-calculated, it looks like. So
Okay.
it only did -9 to you.
So should I just roll, like, flat Constitution save?
There's only one that hit you, and I think you succeeded it, so it doesn't really matter, I don't think.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I wasn't sure if there was another one. I wasn't seeing that hit me.
Yeah, looking at the circles, it doesn't look like it.
Okay.
Joe-off is immune to poison.
I think that means the poisoned condition, so you're not poisoned.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Good. That's
But Damon is not poisoned either. Isolde, are you poisoned? It looks like it. So Isolde has the poisoned condition. Okay. Let's see if there's an actual... Yeah, alright. So, that is Mel's turn. This corrupted orc is going to run into this thing and make a con save. Fails it. I'm just gonna do... Actually, Dylan, roll the damage. You could kill him.
Said 8d4.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Whoosh.
Wait, how did you do so little damage this time compared to last time? You did 29 last time.
I got a bunch of ones.
Fuck, yeah. You got almost... Oh, you got an almost perfect roll last time. That's what it was.
No
Very
kidding.
well.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, it is Hannah's turn. And she is going to move here. And... That's going to be about it for now. Corrupted Orc number 462. Oh, I'm not supposed to tell you guys the numbers of them. He's going to attack Mel. Actually, Mel is flying, so... He's going to be 20 feet up above them, so he can't be targeted by that orc. Anyway, so that orc's going to rush in closer to the group. This orc starts his turn, but he already did that damage, I think. So he's going to move closer. And that... Is this orc dead? No. Yes, he is. And this guy runs 30 feet. And another 30 feet. He is, by the way, this guy looks much different than the others. He stands about a head taller than all these orcs. He has like white fur and horns and like blood dripping from his eyes and fangs. And he's got a great sword that he drags behind him as he runs down the steps, and it just like scrapes against the ground. And that's where he ends his turn. Vosner! What's Gert do?
Is, I think, going to turn into a big ol' wolf.
Okay.
Because I think he only has one wild shape.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, I will throw a wolf on the... And he just wants to
Dire
run
wolf
into
staff
battle?
walk. Yeah.
Okay. Actually, I only have him as 30 feet for movement, but that seems wrong for a wolf.
50 feet is the dire wolf. Is that what he is?
He's like a homebrew thing, so I'm gonna say yep. So he's gonna rush here, and then I'm gonna just say he's gonna dash, I guess. And be kind of in the middle for sentinel-y things.
That's fine.
Okay. This corrupted orc. Chojin's yelling at me right now for pets. He demands love. Yeah, I hear ya.
Aww. I love that.
And Vosner gets clawed at by this corrupted orc. And this other orc, he's already taken damage because he started his turn there. And he's going to catch up and claw at Vosner as well. This orc is going to run into it for the first time. Dylan, roll me 8d4. Get a perfect roll. Let's kill this guy.
I'm trying.
Ah,
No,
you're so average.
damn averages. Yeah.
This Orog is gonna run 30. Oh, actually, that guy had more movement still. But that would have been it, I think. 30, 35, 25. And this last guy's gonna go. It's weird that I'm like missing orcs from here though. Like, how did they not go yet? That's weird. Whatever. We'll get to them next turn. It is Damon's turn.
Yeah, so I'm like
You're kind of far away again.
Say that one more time.
You were a little far away again.
Oh, okay. I'm going to run up to like just behind Mel and pull my staff out. Hang on.
You are going to take some attacks of opportunity if you run through those orcs.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay. Yeah. None of them hit you.
As I arrive, I'm like pulling out Threnody, and I like spin it through the air and bring it down hard on the ground and cast Destructive Wave.
Okay.
Although,
You choose who it hits.
how do I use Threnody to cast that?
Oh, yeah, let me... Oh, did you delete them from your character sheet turn?
Yeah.
Fuck. Could have saved them.
My bad.
No, it's alright. I was gonna tell you, but I wasn't there for it.
Shit,
What is that?
that's not what I meant to click.
Well, whatever it is, you critically hit yourself for 9 damage. And that's what happened. That's your turn. No, okay. So...
Honestly, that feels fair.
Damon,
Seems about right. for
Damon,
us.
not knowing how to operate a staff, knocks himself unconscious.
I just like throw it at them.
This staff is defective. Yeah, so fuck. What is the roll on it? Why don't you just we can just math it out, I guess.
It is well because they're gonna have to do like saving rolls.
Okay. Maybe do
that
a
will
different
probably
thing? I don't know.
Yeah, all right. Then I will just I guess I'll just cast Shatter for this turn then.
Okay.
Because I should be able to like just cast that.
Yeah.
And I'll just throw it at these guys over here.
Yeah, that'll do it. Oof.
These guys are packed tight.
Yeah. Yeah. So that hits all of them, and they are the Orogs, sort of seeing one of the corrupted orcs get brought to his knees, start to like panic a little bit as he's bubbling. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. This Orog is dead. The frozen hand is going to step forward. So that's 20, 10. Let's see. That is a touch spell. That is a 30 feet spell. Okay, he is going to hurl another firebolt. Or wait. Oh, he's got aggressive too. He can also use his bonus action to move towards you. Here you go. And then he is going to... Is that 30 feet away? Nope. 35. Wow, he really can't reach shit. Okay, he's just going to firebolt at Mel. And miss. And that is his turn. Corrupted Orc starts his turn in the thing. Roll your shit, Dylan. Or wait, no, that was one of the first ones. Never mind.
If he starts in there, though, he should take it.
But that he took it originally, because it hasn't gone back around to you yet.
Got you.
That's why he's half health. This guy's gonna come up and give Damon the old claw. Nope. Johaf, you're up.
Okay, we're good. Is that dude right in front of me? Looks like he's still doing okay.
Yeah, there's a guy with full health next to you, and then a guy with 1 health next to Zolda.
Okay. And just to be clear, that effect there from the dragon's breath is that cone is gone, right? That's not.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right, I guess. What is the? I always forget what's the key thing for rolling with disadvantage.
Oh, it's control.
Control.
Yeah, and as you hit him, he explodes. And a big, like, explosion of, like, goo sort of, like, hits you and gets in your mouth a little bit, and you spit it out, but it doesn't poison you because you're immune to it.
Gross. I was gonna then, for my last attack, throw a hammer at that other dude, but I'm not sure if I want to explode on top of his Olga.
Your call.
I'm gonna throw it at the one to the right of Damon.
Okay. Yeah, his skin starts to bubble as your mace cuts through his thick hide. And is that your turn?
That's it for me.
Beryl, you are up.
Actually, I'm gonna move back like just a space or two. Other than that.
Sure.
Yeah, seeing Johoff ingest some orc, whatever the hell that is, goo. He's gonna vomit it in his mouth just a little bit, and then could I recast temporal haze and reposition it?
Yeah, I mean, you would just drop your concentration on it and place it again. So
Yeah.
here's the tricky thing with it. Technically, because of turn order, like, I guess if they do it at the start of their turn, it doesn't matter. It's just like the time thing gets a little bit tricky with how it rolls the damage. So I guess it's fine, but
Well, yeah, I was gonna move it and then force the Frozen Hand or Tanaruk's roll. Maybe I'll do Tanaruk since he comes after me.
okay. Yeah, you know what? You just do your thing. Move it wherever you want, and I will figure it out.
So let's end concentration, consume slot. I'm gonna put it right here.
Nice.
Oh. Damn.
And I force nothing, I guess. Unless Tanaruk, well, it's too late now.
Yeah.
I should have forced it, but oh well.
Okay. So, the way I'm gonna play it is that all of those guys who get to go next, I will blow them up on their turn, because that's
Okay.
when the thing would happen. So, Taryn,
Yeah.
you're up.
Well,
They're all like illuminated with a strange purple haze.
great.
Nice.
I'm going to assume that that's under control then. And avoid Varials interacting with that haze because I don't know what a fireball will do when it interacts with that. And instead, I will raise my new staff and point it towards this corrupted order. And cast the Ice Ray.
Okay.
Oh, it should do, let's see. It should do 7 more damage? Or... How does the,
Oh, yeah, you have to
my
cast it
bonus-
3 times.
Yeah. No, how does my cold bonus interact with the staff? Because I do for any cold damage, I do 5 extra.
Oh,
And the staff does 2 extra. Is it just 2? or
it
is
should be 7.
5? Okay,
should be-
then he needs 7 extra damage on that.
And that kills him. And he explodes in place.
And I have 1 more ray. Can I target it at somebody else?
Yeah, I think you should have 3 if it's basically like a ray of fire.
Oh, okay. Then I
Or
will
scorching ray, I mean. Yeah, 3
Yeah.
rays.
shoot it at that guy. So that'll be 13 damage.
Okay.
And the last one.
And he almost dies.
Awesome.
What's it look like when you're casting this spell out of the staff?
So he holds a staff in front of him and it almost looks like he's drawing ice out of it into his hand, and then he shoves forward and like a spear of ice flies out, splits into 3, and buries itself into the 2 orcs.
Sweet. Okay. This corrupted orc is dead. This Orog is going to run out of this haze, sort of past. Oh, I guess he's going to get sentineled by Vosner. Actually, he'd run around. He's smart. To get to Damon. And he's going to attack him. And he already took that damage from. Yeah, and he misses because Damon is impossible to hit. And he just like glances off Damon's armor. This corrupted orc. This one is dead. This Orog is going to do the same thing. Evasive maneuvers. And gets to Isolde. Leaping over the body of his dead friend. Oh yeah, they get 2 attacks. And hitting Isolde. Is there... Were you concentrating anything? No, I don't think so. I guess the other Orog would get another swing at Damon. 1 second. Nope, he misses anyways. Okay, it is Isolde's turn.
Alrighty. I am going to cast Spiritual Guardian.
Ooh. Is that a start of the turn thing again?
It's whenever a creature enters it for the first time or ends their turn.
Got it. Or ends their turn. Oh, okay. I don't know why they decided to do that with this game and add like 4 different types. Like start of a turn, end of a turn. Like, ugh. Okay, I will undo Isolde's damage to herself. Undo the damage. Unless, did you want to damage Johoff? He did fail. Yes, take it, Johoff.
He was not appreciative enough of your healing, just saying.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna say, I guess if it's the first time, then it goes off. Then this guy is going to explode. And Isolde takes some more damage, but succeeds her concentration check.
And then I'm going to run up 30 feet.
Okay.
So I'll take my template with me, but it would affect
Got it.
at least this guy that's kitty corner to me.
Should that be on his turn then at the end of it?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, okay.
And then for my bonus action, I get to move my spiritual weapon and attack with it. So
Oh, yeah.
I can move it up to 20 feet, so I will attack Tanaruk. And let me do that. How do I do that?
Target him and give him... Oh, shit, it's not on there for some reason.
I know.
I'll fix it. There. It should be fixed. Sorry about that.
Okay.
But you did the damage anyways. No problem. Alright.
Yeah, I used his character sheet.
Okay.
All done.
This corrupted orc who's next to you is going to start his turn in your thing. He's going to hit you with the claw and crit. 18 damage. But you succeed the Constitution saving throw. And... oh yeah. He does not have multi-attack. Okay. And he's going to end his turn there. And he is going to explode. And Isolde maintains her concentration. Damon takes some damage. Wait, you want to roll? No, you already succeeded. You keep succeeding these saves that you want to be able to roll again. That's fine.
I mean, it's
Mel.
fine as long as I pass.
Yeah, I suppose. And that is his turn. He's dead. Mel is up. And he is going to, let's see. He is going to swoop down and claw at this Orog, killing him, and then he's going to bite at this corrupted guy and miss. Wow. And that is his turn. This corrupted orc is dead. Hannah is going to rush to here and heal Johoff. And that is his turn. Corrupted orc. This guy's dead. Dead. And now it is this guy's turn, and he is going to stroll up to Vosner, and he is going to, let's see, Ba-bum. He's going to swing his greatsword at Vosner and hit for nothing. And swing it again. And then he's going to bite him. And he like bites into Vosner's paw and like blood gushes out and he like you see him like swallowing a part of Vosner's paw. And that is Vosner's turn. Who's going to do what?
Bite him back.
Alright. I forget, does he get 2 attacks? No, he just gets 1. And that is...
He does have advantage on it if he has an ally within 5 feet. Does he have an ally?
He doesn't within 5 feet of that character. But, yeah.
He's also failed his strength check.
Oh, so now he's prone. Nice. Yeah, so his bite back is much more fierce. And that gets us to this guy who starts his turn, and on his turn he explodes. And that's his turn. This guy, on his turn, also explodes. And this guy. And this Orog is dead. This corrupted orc is going to bite at Vosner. And miss. And at the top of the round, as you guys are in the thick of it, you guys... Well, okay, never mind. We are running low on time. I guess we could pick up here next time?
That works.
Huh? Yeah,
Let's
sure.
do it.
Sounds like a cliffhanger of a cliffhanger.
Right, the battle, it seems to be going well, but it also seems like something dramatic's about to happen.
Oh shit. Yeah, you guys are crushing it. I think. I don't know. Maybe you'll die.
Depends on whatever that thing that you're about to say was.
Yeah, I'll just leave that out for now.
The Ancient White is going to join us, I think.
Okay, I'll give it to you. A figure is going to emerge from the tunnel and look down on the steps, sort of scoff, and then walk back in the building.
Ooh,
Oh, snaps.
Okay.
it's gonna be a dungeon crawl. Fuck.
And
Decent
that's, I
job,
guess, where
man.
we'll pick up next time. Yeah.
Damon is just standing there, like, frustratedly tapping the staff against the ground. Just,
Yeah, I forgot that it wasn't in the SRD.
Yeah.
well, I found the destructive wave, so I just, like, dragged it to my spell book. But I would have to, like, give myself 5th level spell slots in order to use it. And I was like,
Oh. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, you can modify it so that it just like uses a cantrip and then put in, or like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's one way to do it.
Alright. That might serve as a hot fix for next time.
Oh yeah, and the frozen hand's gonna die at the start of his turn, so I'll just kill him off now so we don't bother.
Cool.
Cool. Well, you guys, I didn't expect you to be able to beat a Rothator. That's pretty rad.
I know, that was fucking close.
Yeah, real fucking close.
We needed him out of the narrative, you know?
Well, it does solve a major
Move on
problem.
from-
You guys are now like good to go. Like you can leave.
Yeah.
We'll find our way to his lair eventually. It's inevitable.
Right.
Yeah, let's just get out of the north. Let's just put this whole Aureus thing behind us.
What order?
Let's just forget about that part.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys don't know where that city is.
Yet?
I was
feel like
surprised
we're
you
gonna
didn't
just, like-
scry on him.
We could. I mean, we could scry on Zymorban eventually.
Yeah, I thought you were going to like right in the morning.
I mean, then I wouldn't have my spell slots.
Fair.
Scrying is for nighttime, John.
Scrying, peeping on people is a nighttime activity.
So true.
Well, it was nice to get a full session in after, I think it was like 3 months that we didn't play.
Felt like it.
It feels right.
All right, friends, I gotta go. Good to play
Later.
with y'all.
Same.
Bye.
Alright,
Miss
see
y'all
ya.
already.
Later.
You think we'll be playing next week, John?
I think I can pull it off, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Okay.
Alright,
Good luck.
well, see you guys later.
Bye.
Later.
Bye.